You're back. Call the Parisman firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Rich Eisen here. We talk a lot about battles in sports. Teams battling through adversity, athletes fighting for every yard. The toughest warriors I've ever seen, though, aren't on the field. They're kids fighting cancer. Their families standing beside them. Doctors, nurses, caregivers. That's why I'm proud to support Hyundai Hope on Wheels. For over 28 years, they've helped fund pediatric cancer research, raising more than $303 million and supporting over 40,000 children. Learn more and donate at HyundaiUSA.com/Hope on Wheels. Rich Eisen here. Running a small business means every hire matters. A bad hire costs time and money, but the right one helps your business grow. The challenge? Finding that person without sorting through resumes. That's where LinkedIn Hiring Pro comes in. It screens candidates so you can focus on conversations with qualified talent. With Hiring Pro, you can hire with confidence and build the team you need. Join the 2.7 million small businesses using LinkedIn to hire. Get started by posting your job for free at linkedin.com/Eisen. Terms and conditions apply.
ESPN New York and MSG Network are joining forces.
Big news, Jazz hands.
Start your mornings with DiPietro and Rothenberg, live on the MSG Network. Then stick around for Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg, live on MSG every afternoon.
We are beyond excited to start simulcasting on MSG Networks.
So think about this for a quick second. You got us in the morning 6 to 10. You got our afternoon show 3 to 7. And then right after that, you're talking Knicks, you're talking Rangers.
Yo, yeah. You wake up, you pop it on again, and there we are, waiting for you. Good morning.
ESPN New York and MSG Network, together like never before. It all starts Tuesday, September 8th. Beginning Tuesday, September 8th, watch DiPietro and Rothenberg and Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live every day on the MSG Network. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. This is the DiPietro and Rothenberg Rewind.
I was under the impression that yesterday was Giants Day at the station, and every show got different members of the Giants but us.
That's right.
I can only look at this and assume it's me. It's the only possible answer. And maybe I turn them off. And you'd think that maybe I'd be like, you know what, maybe I don't love them. You know what? Now I love them more.
Oh, no.
You know what it's like? It's like that girl that you have such a crush and you want to go on a date with her so bad, and she gives you the Heisman, and your guys are like, now you done? No. Now I'm doubling down. Now I really love them.
I think the problem might be you scared them.
I think that's very possible.
I think that the way you just described it, I think there's a real chance you frighten them.
Mornings start with DiPietro and Rothenberg. Weekdays from 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube. Don.
Give me a piece of wood. I'll eat it.
Hahn.
Peter, the most you sweat is at a buffet.
And Rosenberg.
I'll be honest, the one thing I miss about having an office is the taste of Steve Hart's nuts.
This isn't North Dakota. This is New York.
This is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
The best threesome I've ever heard.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
302 in the big city. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg here on a questionable weather Thursday.
I think the question's been answered. It's crappy.
It's just a matter of how bad it's going to be.
Nice, but no,
right now, a little drizzle, but we're supposed to have a lot of rain. One of those days where if you get to where you got to go, because it's going to be tough sledding out there. A lot of rain in a very short period of time. It could be like 2-3 inches of rain in like a 10-hour period. So
and you got to be
one
hoping,
of those days.
You got to be hoping this is getting out of the way for Saturday.
Right. Empty it now. Empty the cloud. Nothing
right now, it's an empty cloud.
Saturday.
I guess it's worth a conversation. Saturday, 5 o'clock, Wag Field. That's 289 Wagra Road, Mark Sasso softball. And I'm already sending out messages to people that will make a decision on Friday night. I mean, I'm trying to hold out. It's one of those.
Well, what do they say? Is it getting worse?
70%. Well, it depends on. I've looked. Some have said 50. Some have said 60.
Mm-hmm. What are the European models telling you?
Well, that's what I need. Whoever was sending me that on Twitter.
Saying, "Oh, Don, can I sit on your lap?"
Oh. A big, sexy softball player.
They're going, oh, I love Don
There's no rain. We apologize in advance for our attempt at European accents. But unfortunately, we're not going to probably know until maybe Friday night. Because remember, the bulk of the money that gets raised are people that pay to play in a tournament where the winner takes on us. So if it's like raining early and they don't get those games in, it could affect us being able to play at 5 o'clock. So just like it's going to be
we do, though?
one of those days.
If it rains out, how else can we raise money, or just to make up for the fact?
This has happened before,
Okay.
where we'll pick another day and we'll try again. Probably sometime in September. It gets tougher now because now everybody's a little bit of a different weather situation, but September's still usually nice. And matter of fact, we might be able to find a more convenient September Saturday because everybody's vacations are now over and people kind of get back to work, and maybe we'll be able to find another day. But
got to get a day where Callie's playing in New Jersey.
Oh,
we'll
I love
see.
that.
Because
Love that for
every weekend.
Really?
But from here until eternity.
It's hockey time.
Hockey time, volleyball time.
So
every
Hockey and volleyball?
Gracie.
we'll keep it.
Oh, wait, but
The
hold on.
Malloy schedule begins next weekend.
Gracie starts playing her college games
career,
next week.
Yes.
We lost Ian O'Connor.
I'm sorry?
He's not going to be able to play. He's still with us.
God.
You scared me. Don't do that.
When I
my
say it that
God.
way, we lost Ian. The casual way I brought it up should have said, "Oh, we're safe."
But Ian O'Connor, you're
I
talking
think
about this is an iconic
he would get a breaking
sports
news.
writer. You don't just
He'd
say
get
we
a
lost
Boost Mobile read if he
I
died.
think it's Boost Mobile worthy.
Yeah, he definitely would be. But
You don't think it's as simple as we lose Ian O'Connor and you just catch one of these? That's it. Move on.
Play a little trivia. Who might be in Brooklyn on Saturday to pull him away from the softball?
Who might be in Brooklyn to pull Ian O'Connor away?
So a significant athlete is performing in Brooklyn on Saturday, and it's pulled Ian away.
Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, that's the only thing I was thinking.
That's right, playing the Liberty in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I knew that. I was actually invited to the game, and I said I can't. I have another engagement.
Well, I don't think Ian got invited. I think Ian.
Well, he's got to work.
He's got an assignment.
I'm just saying. I had a pretty nice invite, and I can't.
It's not a drop.
Something else.
If he told you,
You know what,
who
though?
invited him.
I'm going to say this
I'm
right
not
now.
telling you who invited
I'm not
me.
going to produce the show live on the air because the bad things can
Why
happen
not?
when you do that. But sometime between now and Saturday, then maybe we should have Pop Lumberg on for a segment. His book, I think, just came out this week, and Caitlin's in town this weekend. Lumberg did a Caitlin Clark book.
Interesting.
He did.
You didn't see that? Yeah, I think it's out.
Can we get Sophie on instead?
I was more focused on the Saturday. I thought you know what I thought you was? I would have bet money you were going to say this. Between now and the Sasso softball, we should get Lee Goldberg on to try to get an update on what the weather's going to be on
actually-
Saturday. That's what I thought you were going to go.
You thought I meant Goldberg.
Tomorrow we should have him on for sure, though.
Yeah,
Don't you
can we
think?
do that, Jacob? Let's try to get Lee
get Lee
Goldberg on to see if he can give us
What
a
is
fresh
the weather in
he
Hawthorne?
And he needs to know that it's Hawthorne and not here in New York.
New York City.
Well,
Yeah, sure. I'll reach
proper.
out to him.
Hawthorne, not you pronounced it the way Michael. You just threw
Hawthorne.
like 2 R's in that don't exist.
Hawthorne.
He does say Hawthorne.
Hawthorne.
Yeah,
But I don't. But that's how
That's a different
everybody
town.
from Hawthorne pronounces it until like they stop going to school, and then somebody tells them. Like if you're one of those people, and there are people, I'm sure every town has this, where they just stay in the town their whole lives, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't go to college. They graduate from high school. They get a job in town, and that's just where they are. It's like Little House on the Prairie. You're not leaving. There's a very good chance you've pronounced it Hawthorne your entire life.
Oh, sure.
That's the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Hawthorne, just like the author.
Hawthorne.
I was really hoping the Yankees would have a player named Hawthorne, and then Michael would have to struggle.
Oh, that would have been so
him
tough.
be Aaron Judge, right? Like
The best player, and every time he's going. And it's
Right.
Hawthorne.
Who are notable Hawthorne athletes?
None.
I have
Don
one.
LaGreca.
There's one.
Well,
No, I don't mean from the town. I mean like with the name.
With the name Hawthorne.
I don't know.
'Cause
Do
you
you
have
know
the
it?
author.
There's an artist, Mayor Hawthorne.
Okay.
That's all I know.
The Knicks and the 73 championship team.
Really?
Yeah, this is a strange pull. Get ready. Hawthorne Wingo.
Trey's
His
grandfather.
uncle. Probably his uncle.
Oh, yeah.
First name.
Yeah, first
the
name.
rare Hawthorne first name.
Hawthorne Wingo. Look it up. It's a real
Hawthorne
thing. And he was a
They call him
fan
Haw.
favorite. They loved him. Loved him.
Do you call him Haw? They call
I
him
didn't
Thorny?
call-
Would Boone call him Thorny?
Thorny, probably Thorny.
Hawgo.
I didn't call him anything because I didn't know him.
Right, sure. You seen him? Does he come around at all?
Yeah,
I've
does he ever swing by on like alumni nights or
I've never
something?
seen him sitting with Xavier McDaniel.
I got to be honest. I don't know.
If he's with us. Not 100%.
I'm not sure.
Well, we could find that
Can-
out.
can
we
you?
we
'Cause I
do
didn't
have
wanna
the
say- I didn't
technology.
wanna say
We're
yes
not
or no.
Major League
I
Baseball
would
here.
think
We
he'd
have
be-
the technology.
I would think by now he would have been courtside at something.
You would have.
He was a fan. They loved him.
And he was a part of the team. I mean, championship team.
Yeah.
How about this? Earlier today, when I did my hit on DC radio, he's no longer with us, unfortunately.
Who's that?
It's Hawthorne.
Oh, you looked?
It's over.
Yeah, I just looked.
It's over.
When did we lose him?
Passed away 2021.
See, I had like a spidey senses there.
Yeah.
Told me to just pump the brakes.
Why am I not finding it? Did he spell?
It was spelled.
It's
not.
Hawthorne.
Yeah, it's Har.
Well, then it doesn't count.
What do you mean?
It's not the same name. It's not the same
name.
Well,
it could be Bilbo Baggins. It's not the same.
It's not even close.
There's never been a player named Bilbo Baggins.
Sounds like it. It's like Penny Hardaway, Anthony. Like it's Anthony, but it's not. Right?
He lived to 73.
God bless.
He died in 21.
Yes.
73 is not great anymore.
We did get that
now.
information.
It's not great anymore.
His nickname is Wingy.
Is it Wingy?
I don't
Wingy.
like that.
See,
They're not. Like,
Tommy Want Wingy was a big moment for him. Now, so real quick, when I did my weekly call into DC today, I told B. Mitch, I said, "Hey, buddy, we did a whole segment on my show about you yesterday."
You got a call. Did you tell me you got a call?
I said we got a call from a listener who said he was fully on board with you going to the Hall of Fame, considering you blew right past him for a touchdown because he was a gunner.
Rutgers, great.
And he said, "Who was it?" And I said his name was Chris Brantley. But yep, I remember.
Oh, really?
Come on,
dude.
We got to get him on.
These guys are different. These
Chris,
guys,
call back, man, because he didn't even want to mention that he was in the NFL.
And
Almost seemed embarrassed
B.
by
Mitch remembered looking over his shoulder and seeing
just
you.
trucking you.
Right, but just know, he's such a class act that as he was blowing by you, he acknowledged your existence.
He said, "That's Chris Brantley."
Right, he didn't just look at you as a pylon.
No.
He remembered the name.
He watched the replay enough to know exactly
but that's
who you
cool.
are.
I would
You're
be
remembered.
He was so humble. He played in the NFL,
really
man.
Cool
he played
dude.
25 games in the NFL.
I know.
I like that.
And for the record, anyone out there listening, if you happen to listen to us and you used to be a professional athlete of any level, we don't care if it was 2.5 games, a stint, a cup of coffee, 6 innings in the majors. We want to know. We want to know that we have listeners who made it to the bigs in whatever sport it is.
You know how hard it is? Again, that's why I hate when fans do this thing where they say to you, like, "Oh, that guy sucks." And you're like, well, let's start with this. He doesn't suck.
Yeah.
He's in the whatever HLBA, MLB.
Right.
Like, come on. Like,
let's change our language.
Let's not say sucks. Is he disappointing you?
Well, remember, this
but
is
to get there,
sort of the goof about how I like to goof on Scalabrini, and then there's just videos of him just
I
wiping.
love what he did. You know what he did, right?
Oh, yeah, I've watched
he'd have
a lot
guys
of videos.
calling him out all the time. Like, I could beat him. Like, okay, where do you live? I'll come find you.
And he would play him
and destroy them.
But it's a great example of it because to the layman, when you watch what he was capable of doing in the NBA, you think he can't be very good at basketball. Right. And then you go, wait a second, he's playing in the NBA.
Right. Against
mortal people, he's dominant.
Yes.
He is a dominant force.
It really is. It's anything like Don saying that he could hit an 80-mile-an-hour pitch.
Well, that's the thing. That's why I'm worried about Don.
And it's just, do you realize?
An 80?
An 80 for a major league pitcher, 80's like a throw day.
I know.
I'm just told.
I've told this story before. I played pretty competitively in high school, different tournaments. I'd run into pitchers that would throw a curveball where you would dive out of the way thinking you're going to get hit, and they would call a strike on the outside corner. Like that kind of just filthy stuff. You wouldn't see it.
Yeah.
Like I'd fancy myself as a good ball player. You get into a tournament against a team from some other state,
dude,
and you can't see the ball. Like I would just hear, like where was it? And these guys didn't make it.
They didn't make it.
No,
I know.
Right.
And I'm thinking this kid's going to be pitching for the New York Yankees one day, and it didn't make it.
We had the two best players on varsity when I was a junior. So the seniors on the varsity team, Donnie Wright, whose dad was the coach, Bill Wright, great guy, and Rivi Rueda were our two best players.
Like what you did there.
Rivi, I think he was Dominican, big Latin kid, great natural player, was the catcher, and then Donnie was what you would expect: pitcher, shortstop, and just hit dongs. Okay, that's just what he did. Right?
Did he though?
He really did. And Donnie went to Maybe he went to Penn State. Nothing happened. He was dominant. He looked like a major leaguer at 17,
Right.
and he'd hit home runs. During a regular baseball season where we were all mortal, Donnie would hit 12 home runs during a season. Like, it's what he did. And he pitched, and he low 80s probably pitching at that point, and nothing happened. Reavie, he spoke Spanish first. We'd always say bombas, would just hit bombs. All he did was hit bombas. He's coaching high school baseball now. Like, that's what
it's hard, man.
Really. So when they make it, and then baseball's amazing because you got the levels, right? You got the fact that if you played Double A, my ex-girlfriend's brother from the DC area, the one, she got very, very rich because the father of her children co-started a company called Under Armour. So she did well for herself.
Yeah, I remember.
I've heard of that.
I've told the story before. Her brother was in Double A when we were together. Like a 6-year battle in trying to make it to the bigs.
Mm-hmm.
The kid was a beast of an. When I met him, he was like a man and I was a boy.
But could he throw that speedball by you and make you look like a fool? Could he do that?
No, by the way, he had a speedball. No, and nothing happens. It's the hardest thing ever. It's what makes people like Jalen Brunson so insane because you physically see him and he could be anyone walking down the street.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that he is not just in the league, but you could make a case, if we wanted to have a wacky Wednesday topic,
right,
and say, I'm making the case,
pound for pound,
that he's right now the best player in the league. People may not agree, but there's an argument to be made, okay? He impacts his team as much as any player in basketball. We could have the conversation. By the way, he scores at will in crunch time in the NBA.
How saying that, though, right? How could you argue against it? What would be your argue against it when you just saw him drop 45 on the road against the unanimous defensive player of the year?
To win the finals.
And took him, brought him out, went one-on-one with him, and cooked him. Cooked him in a big spot. Unanimous.
The way you'd argue against it would be with these.
What is the argument?
It would be about his natural abilities, and it would be all nonsense. That's what I'm saying. Our eyes tell us when we watch him play that Jalen Brunson's a top 5 player in the league, and if you saw him walking down the street and you didn't know his face was changed, right? Like he had a different face on him, you would just be like, "Hey, dude, are you just John? You drive an Uber?"
Yeah.
Don, it all of a sudden become like, "Used to play for the Mets, cool man."
Yeah, right.
I mean, you wouldn't believe it. He's a regular guy. So these people they're different kind of animals.
Yeah, made different, man.
So we're keeping an eye on the Rays are playing today, as the Yankees still setting their sights on possibly catching.
Yeah, they're down 5-1.
5-1 at the bottom. Now they're going to the top of the 8th inning.
Mm-hmm.
So if that score holds, if the Yankees can win their game tonight against the O's, and that's a big if, they'd cut it to 4 back in the loss. It would be and bring it back just 4 overall. And now we just had a conversation last week about when the Yankees were 7 back in the loss column.
Right.
We were saying, well, they're going to have to make up 3 games at some point. So when they finish the year with the 4 games, that they still can kind of control their own destiny. Well, despite the fact that they can't score runs, right, they have found they might find those 3 games as early as today if they win. Now, it's going to be tough to win tonight. They don't have anybody left in the bullpen. Bednar had to pitch on the first 2 games of the series.
You got Garrett Cole going, though.
But you got Cole going, and the O's aren't good. All right? The only reason they're in a playoff contention is because the American League stinks.
Yeah.
All right? That the Yankees could have made up those 3, and that's why I said to you yesterday, and maybe some people missed this because the Met game was on 880, and you don't miss anything if you've got the app and you watch on YouTube, and you won't miss anything coming up on September 8th when we're going to be officially on MSG.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be another way to be able to consume us beginning September 8th, not just us, but also the morning show from 6 to 10, DiPietro and Rothenberg. So write that down coming up in a couple of weeks. That I said they were in great shape, and I got jumped by Alan and Peter. How you say they're in great shape? Look where they are. They can't score any runs.
It's great. You saying great.
But I'm saying great.
There's a lot of variables that we're attaching to the shape that they're in.
Great is relative because the American League stinks. The Rays have had opportunity after opportunity to bury the Yankees. They could not do it, okay? the Red Sox have had a chance to pass the Yankees. It was just a couple of weeks ago. I was down the shore watching the Yankees down 2 runs in the 9th inning. The Red Sox were all set to overtake sole possession to second place
that was something.
in the American League East and leapfrog the Yankees and control their own destiny to host those wild card games. And what happened? The Yankees scored 2 runs in the 9th inning. They won the game in 10 innings, and the Red Sox haven't been able to get a sniff since.
It is amazing. Like, go back. We're going to go back to that. We could go back to that day as a critical turning point. Really, if you think about that moment, because it felt like that Friday night, like, yeah, that's it. It's done. They're going to fall to 3rd place. That comeback, and I know, they still have kind of been up and down since, but that was you're so right.
Yeah.
That was the moment they could have
That
been
was the
taken.
moment, and they didn't do it.
No.
So I am not telling you this is some great Yankee team, but I'm telling you, in the year of our Lord, 2026, the American League is pure filth. All right? And the Yankees are still, to me, when they get healthy, and they will get healthy, are the class of this American League. And right now, without Bellinger, without Stanton, and without Judge, they're surviving. They're not scoring runs, but they're finding a way to win games. They took 2 out of 3 from the Cubs. They took 2 out of 3 from the Braves. They're going to take 2 out of 3 from a team that was red hot in Baltimore. They took 3 out of 4 from Tampa, best team in the American League. And then all of a sudden they take on the Yankees and can't do anything because they're just not that good. So long-term, wide-angle lens, Yankees have issues. No question they've got issues. But in the now, I'm going to double down. I think they're in great shape. They're in great shape to be able to navigate their way to the playoffs, to get through the American League, because they're going to get Bellinger back this weekend, eventually get Stanton and Judge back, because without them, they've been able to survive. More than survive. Winning series, winning games, finding ways to score runs despite the fact that they have no ability to do so.
Sometimes score runs. Yesterday, a whole 5. That's like, Alan, for this Yankee team, that's like 22 from the night before. That's a Yankee 5.
It's amazing because they were sitting on 3, and then the Alonso thing that we'll get to.
Because
that made you feel like, well, if they've got 3 runs, and they're not going to win the game now, but they take the run off, and then they actually get the big hit. They had a great inning right after that. So that was critical.
You all come out of the woodwork when they lose the first 2 games to Toronto and they didn't score any runs, and it was like a 3-game period where they scored just 2 runs. But then all of a sudden now they've won 3 in a row. So they're just finding a way, and they're going to get guys back. So when is great maybe a little bit of a stretch. I guess I can live with that. I can understand that. But can you at least give me they're in good shape to not just go to the playoffs and to host playoff games, but I still think they can catch the Rays. If they can win this game tonight, that'd be 4 straight wins, and they would close within 4 games of Tampa, with 4 games left with the Rays. And maybe Bellinger back for the weekend against Toronto, and maybe Stanton back on September 1st. And then I agree with you. Judge is a big if, but I think he will be there. Now, will he be Aaron Judge?
You want him to be the gravity
in the lineup. But even 80% of Aaron Judge is better than anybody they have right now.
I'm not denying any of that. Again, like what we've talked about, his presence in the lineup is what we're obviously seeing what's issue with this offense, right? His presence in the lineup. But it's a lot of variables involve the lineup itself. Is Judge going to be able to play right field? Is he going to be a DH, which now changes up everything? Availability of now Rice and Garcia, because now you can't have both those bats in the lineup, right? You can't unless you're going to make Rice catch or move Garcia to second. So there's just so many variables that I need to see before I can say great position. They're in a good position. What they're doing right now is they're setting themselves up. I think that's what I would rather say, Don, than what you're saying. They're setting themselves up. And right now, this little run it's 6 out of 9. Like, it's not get too crazy if they win tonight. But it does at least give them the opportunity. We said this. You got to be at least 4, if not less than 4, when you get to that Rays series at the end of September. Because if you are with a doubleheader,
I know.
We know
I'm not saying it's going to be easy.
You are now in control of your destiny.
I'm not saying it's going to be easy.
And that'd be big to get that week off, too, don't you think?
To get that week, well, you want to be able to set up your pitching, but now if Rodon's back and is the way he's supposed to be.
Well, here's the other variable.
Now that's 4.
What's Fried? because we were told bone bruise the last time it was 2 months.
Right. But
that's what I'm worried about.
But there's also people saying, including Michael Kay, that this all just might be insurance.
Just rest him.
And rest him so that he could be healthy. And Clark Schmidt can come back. You just might have a plethora of starting pitching that even if you had to use your top 3 in the wild card, you still may have really good pitching set up to start the series against the Rays in the divisional round. That's what I'm talking about. And, oh, by the way, while all this is going on, while the Yankee fans talking about all the boring baseball, it's torture to watch them. You're watching the development of a young shortstop that looks like this kid could be the next big player. So spare me your woe-is me garbage, okay? Spare it. Spare it for somebody who cares, all right? Because you could be any other franchise in baseball. Any other franchise in baseball except maybe the Dodgers. And, oh, by the way, your owner might go to prison. Who's better than you?
I'm telling you, though, Lombard is not only the goods with the glove, clutch ability. I'm sorry. I know it's sacrilegious to say this. It's blasphemous.
Well, it's early.
But he's giving off Jeter vibes.
But man.
He really is.
But just,
He really is, though, Don.
Right.
How smooth
so spare
and confident.
me your woe-is
This is not
me.
Volpe. Volpe never was this comfortable and confident and relaxed.
You're seeing it right away. But wait, listen, we've been fooled before. Let's not get crazy. But right now, you're watching what could be the next Derek Jeter. So again, spare me your woe-is me. My team is boring. The Yankees never win the World Series garbage, okay? Because that's exactly what it is. It's garbage. 1-800-919-3776. Come at me, Yankee fans, because I'm ready. I'm in the mood. We might not have Sasso on Saturday.
Hot.
I worked my ass off all year for this.
Yeah, he's pissed.
And God's got other plans. All right? Rain another day. All right? Come on. All right? So I'm in no mood. So come at me. Come at me. The two of you, too. I'm not scared either.
You're not scared?
Tell this Met fan. Tell this Met fan what life's really like. That's what you got to do. That's what I want to hear.
Or just, how about any fan of any team?
Don said, we're in great shape.
1-800-919-3776. We've got a That Guy Thursday coming up at 4:30.
Don's being that guy.
We've got ENN at 6. Aaron Glenn spoke. We have a starting quarterback for tomorrow.
Is it the right guy?
The Jets are going with Geno Smith. We've got that to talk about. It's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Just getting started on a Thursday, ESPN New York.
When care matters most, experience matters more. The Allure Group is redefining rehabilitation and long-term care across New York with 6 convenient locations. Their expert clinicians create personalized care plans to help you recover, rebuild, and get back to what matters most. From short-term rehab to long-term care, Allure is committed to comfort, dignity, and results. To learn more, visit allurecare.com. The Allure Group, where care meets compassion.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
When you manage an active facility, disruption is not an option. Tricon Construction specializes in healthcare, commercial, and industrial environments where work needs to happen without shutting operations down. That takes detailed planning, clear communication, and safe, disciplined execution. Because when patients are inside, tenants are working, or production has to keep moving, every decision matters. Tricon understands how to work around your business professionally, safely, and efficiently. For complex work inside active facilities, choose Tricon Construction. Visit TriconBuilds.com. That's TriconBuilds.com.
Hey Yankees fans, gather a group of 10 or more and take advantage of our 2026 Yankees group ticket specials. Whether you're getting together with family and friends, organizing a fundraiser, or entertaining clients, your group will love bonding over the Bronx Bombers. Start planning your 2026 group outings today. Log on to Yankees.com/groups. Call 212-YANKEES or email us at groups@Yankees.com. That's 2026 group tickets. Call 212-YANKEES or visit Yankees.com/groups today.
Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS, Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 877 Cars for Kids to speak to a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Go to carsforkids.org now or call 877 Cars for Kids to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS, Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Hey there, guys. Good afternoon. We're going to start off in Jersey. Definitely want to stay away from 1 and 9 in Jersey City. Everything blocked in both directions with a crash by County Road. Not an easy ride if you're trying to make your way over to the inbound Holland. You want to stick with the Turnpike or the Skyway approach. Inbound George, roadwork picked up early because of the rough weather headed our way. Still going to run you about 20 to 30 minutes for the upper deck. Lower level, about a 15 to 20 minute ride. Worst of it's the outbound George, Cross Bronx westbound, already crawling from White Plains Road on through. Outbound Lincoln already about 20 to 30 minutes. Outbound Hahn close to a half hour. Already packed on the Staten Island Expressway westbound heading over to the West Shore. Stop and go from the Verrazano on through. This report is sponsored by RockAuto.com. A bent tire rod can quickly bring a drive to a halt. For the parts needed to get back on the road, visit RockAuto.com. Find a wide selection of quality parts at reliably low prices. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
You like this?
I do, and it is familiar. Hold on.
It is? I guarantee this has been sampled. This is not.
I've heard this song, and I have a feeling
it's called The Walk.
Yeah. By who?
It is performed by Meyer Hawthorne.
Oh, by Mayer Hawthorne. That's why.
I think it's Meyer.
No, it's not. It's Mayer.
It's pronounced Meyer.
No, it's not.
This is according to Jack Curry, who knows music pretty well.
Jack texted you an audio note and pronounced his voice?
Well, he actually followed up with this, and then said, Mayer is pronounced Meyer, rhymes with fire. I trust Jack.
Jack, I've only heard him called Mayer Hawthorne.
I know, but Jack Curry.
It's Jack Curry.
I understand. He's not on the cover of Rolling Stone.
He almost never makes a mistake.
I'm not exaggerating. I can't ever, in the 30 years I've known the individual, can remember him ever making a mistake.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, he's known for the one guy getting it right. Like if a story breaks and he's got it and everybody else has something else, I'm going to stick with Jack here. And 100% he ended up being right.
Jack is literally the reason why I was able to go from sports writing, covering a team, to the broadcast, because he didn't suck at it. Because if he was bad at it, I would have never. MSG would have, because the guys at MSG were all Yankees people, and they saw Jack do it, and they were like,
Mayer
hey.
Hawthorne is pronounced Mayer, rhyming with layer or payer. Both of you shut up and we move on.
Who says?
My friend John Google.
Why would he take the extra effort?
But do you not remember
to say
how little does he not listen to me?
Rhymes.
You know that I mentioned Mayer Hawthorne. When we said who are Hawthornes, I said Mayer Hawthorne.
You did?
Yeah. Thank you for listening.
No,
and I said,
I heard you say. I thought you were referencing an actual mayor.
Like Mayor Quimby.
Yes.
No, I said Mayer Hawthorne. He's an artist. So when you played the song,
see, again, I thought
it was familiar because I know Mayer Hawthorne.
Okay.
And I don't want to beat Jack to be wrong because I love Jack's interest in music.
Right.
Me and him have gone back and forth about music before. I'm a big fan. But I've talked about him before out loud. It's Mayer.
All right,
it's got to be Mayer.
You know what? I think he needs to change it to Meyer because
now Jack said it.
I don't want Jack to be wrong.
Jack's saying it should be, right? Like that's what I'm thinking he's doing. I'm letting him know that we're arguing about
but
this,
is
and
still
we need a
good.
clarification.
And maybe Mayor Meyer can give us a call.
He's
confirm.
pretty big. I don't think he will.
It's the show the NFL former players listen to, so
yes,
why not artists as well?
Well, at least Chris Brantley.
Well, listen,
there's one.
Yeah, a gunner who played 25
The guy who
games.
should be in the Hall of Fame knew him.
That's right.
You know what? I know another former NFL player listens to the show, Chad Cascadin.
Sorry?
Longtime friend of the show.
Really?
You know Chad.
I've known Chad.
You've known
the
Chad
Jets
forever.
He's
good dude.
He's known for his outfits.
Can dress.
Yeah,
The
he
man
can dress.
His boys can play lacrosse like nobody else.
Is that true?
He's got some studs playing lacrosse, man. Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, and I know
There's
Buttle
two.
listens and
Buttle
Carl
listens,
Banks
3,
listens.
4.
Banks.
I found out that you know who's a big listener to the show. I found this out a couple of months ago.
Who's that?
Actually, I was on vacation when I found out. It was Sean Landetta.
Now now we're having a conversation.
What do you mean now? We're now in multiple.
Well, Banks was already a big step up from where we were.
That's why I felt like,
well, he knows. Carl knows.
So I do feel like we have become sort of the show that New York former NFL players listen
Right.
to.
What did the when it was legit when the NFL show that was on HBO
Inside the NFL?
Inside the NFL. The show the pros watch.
By the way, and don't forget, the guy, Chris, who called us yesterday, Chris Brantley, not only played for the NFL,
Rutgers,
played for
Mar Levy.
By the way, what a our radio station kind of moment it is that Harvey has a big day on the show yesterday. His biggest moment filling in on this show. We'd all agree, right?
Did the Bulls win last night?
Yes. I don't know.
Red Bulls? Yes, no?
Why are you asking anyone
And
here?
now he's not on.
And now he's not on the show the next day. That's like it's very, very us. That's something big. He has a moment where he was really tied in.
And no offense, replaced by Julian, who's not going to have a moment.
Julian,
because he chooses not.
He will assiduously avoid a moment.
Right. That's why I shouldn't take offense to it, because he's just strategically
Not
to
only
make
is
sure
the mic
that
off,
does not happen.
It's like nowhere near.
No, he
him.
disconnects the mic.
Right.
He's the only board op in history who goes, keep this mic away from me. I don't want them to talk to me.
Before we get to the calls at 1-800-919-3776, Yankees win last night, but the big controversy is the home run that was not from Pete Alonso. He had hit one earlier in the game, looked like he had given the Orioles the lead, and I guess my beef is that every angle that was shown on Prime last night and then on Masson in Baltimore had it fair. And so no matter what broadcast you listen to, Orioles, Yankees, radio, whatever, the world thought they got it wrong. And it turned out when you woke up this morning, MLB finally releases the angle that determined that it was foul. And it does appear to be foul, or at least not enough to overturn the original call, which was foul. So there's no controversy. But as only baseball could do it, they don't make that angle known immediately. So you embarrass the broadcasters. You got all the fan bases going nuts. Conspiracy theories. The fix is in for the Yankees. Everybody hates the O's. They don't want them in the postseason. Yada, yada, yada. Go to bed, wake up the next morning. Oh, they got it right. Why can't that be available in real time? Why not? Why do you want your sport to get beat up for no reason?
The angle that Jarv,
That's how I found it, because Jarv had the angle.
Yeah. It's...
I didn't see this one. I didn't see the angle.
We never saw this angle. Where is this camera? And why wasn't it available to the broadcasters? Because that is definitively foul. But everything else on the replays really was hard to judge. And they decided was that what they used, that angle? Or did they say it's just inconclusive and we can't change it?
But either way, that's the angle that determined that it was inconclusive or that it was foul. But when you look at the angle that the game was on Prime, not Yes, but it's the Yes broadcast, right? Yes announcer, so it was a Cone and K. Oh, like, that's going to get overturned. And I heard the radio call, like Susan Waldman's like, oh, that's fair.
So
like,
actually,
why would you want to do that to your announcer?
The Orioles feed had this. This was the Orioles feed. They had this.
But
Why didn't
eventually,
Yes have it?
they did, because they complained about it, too, that they thought that should have been fair.
Crazy.
Baseball just drives me crazy. And one thing that I want to get into a little bit later on is Major League Baseball's made a lot of changes with the strike zone, with the pitch clock, the Manfred man, but there's still a lot of other things they can do to better the game. If we are going to have an elongated or canceled season because of a lockout in 27, do what the NHL did and
Back in
fix
2004.
your problems. In 2004, the NHL said, all right, we're not going to have a season, so we're going to eliminate the red line. We're going to put in a trapezoid. We're going to cut down on the clutching and grabbing, try to create more scoring.
Yeah.
And they were much better for it. So if you're going to have a season where there's nothing going on, maybe they can fix things, like finding a better way to be able to determine fair or foul. Maybe making the foul pole a little higher so that these monsters who can hit them over the pole can't do it anymore.
Can you do that, though? Couldn't you just – there's got to – because you can't just keep going up and up with these towers.
No, but you could make it higher than it is, or you could find some
stadium height.
I don't know, like a
beam,
a laser or something.
How are you
that
going to
even
do a
if you
laser
can't
by
see
LaGuardia? Can't do that.
There's got to be some way.
Yeah, it's something to think about.
That
how much higher would you really have to go? I mean, how often is a shot? How often do we do with this situation?
We don't. It's not often, but it's enough that you don't want it to be in a critical moment.
Right.
That's for sure. And last night, let's be honest, that was a fairly critical moment.
Well, for both teams.
Hey, the NFL should be thinking about this too with
the
their
uprights.
with the field goals. Their uprights are not high enough. Now, I understand if you go too high and it's a windy day, they can bend. But we have the technology, people. We've got rovers
Let's
on
go to
Mars.
H's. Why can't we just go back to H's? Then it won't bend.
And put it in the front of the end zone like it should be.
Well, I wouldn't put it in the front.
No, it's perfect, right in the middle.
Just do an H in the back.
So the players can run by. That's a fun obstacle for the players.
No, it's fun. It really was a bad.
By the way, this just in,
did wrong.
Cam Scadaboo is actually protesting the league. He wants it in the front so we can slam right into it.
Right into it.
That's every single play.
This will be a fun conversation, though. We should have it.
1-800-919-3776. Let's start it off with Frank and Syosset. You're on ESPN New York. What's up, Frank?
Good afternoon, guys. Judge spoke about the team having to be focused a couple of weeks back, and last night the Yankees gave a run to the Orioles. The Orioles had runners on first and third. Wells, their runner on first, went to steal second, and Wells took the bait, threw the ball down to second, and the runner on third scored. I think they got to play a little smarter baseball. I don't know if you agree.
Well,
I've always felt that way.
I mean, obviously, the fundies have been bad going back a few years, Frank. But I will say that I'm not going to get on you for this, but if you watch a lot of baseball, there's a lot of dumb stuff going on. In the 22-0 game where the Brewers beat Seattle, you know how they got a bunch of runs? The center fielder threw the ball in the stands. He forgot how many outs there were.
Yeah.
Right? We had the incident that happened with the outs the other day with the Blue Jays and the Red Sox, right?
Right.
Frank, it's a baseball problem. And they all are thinking about hitting home runs. Nobody plays small ball anymore. Now, some teams do it a little bit better than others. Like the Blue Jays are a little bit better at putting the ball in play, don't strike out as much. Same with the Rays. I'm not saying everybody's the same. But you sit there. Michael brought this up during his show, and it's worth repeating. We focus on our teams. It's a regional sport. It's not like football where we're watching every game. You watch the Yankees, I watch the Mets, and that's all we see. So we see every flaw. If you watch other games, because I watch the Giants with my wife, and sometimes I got the MLB package, so I'll watch other games sometimes if there's nothing else on. It's happening everywhere. Nobody can field the ball. People forget how many outs there are. Nobody bunts anymore. Again, some do it a little bit better than others, but you're focused on the Yankees because that's all you watch. This is a baseball thing, man. They're all using the analytics. They're all focused on the 3-run home run. Nobody's moving runners over. Nobody's hitting to the other side of the field. It's just bad. It's bad all over.
Yeah,
everybody's fundamentals stink.
The game has changed. I guess that's why though there's certain teams that do play good fundamental baseball, and you fall in love with these teams because it is a rare thing. Like it's why does Lombard pop? Why does he jump off the screen defensively? Because he's just so fundamentally sound. Like he's gifted. He just seems to read it well and play it well.
He's a gifted defensive player.
Yeah.
Is it because he focused on it more, or is it just he's just really gifted?
Instinctual. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's all about the home run. It's all about the me. It's a different world now. So I'm sure Frank. Again, I'm not going to jump on Frank because I think a lot of Yankee fans.
Please don't jump on Frank.
Are saying, is that if you sat there and if I just gave you an assignment, like don't watch the Yankees for a few days, just watch everybody else in Major League Baseball. You go, wow,
yeah,
that looks a lot like the Yankees.
Yeah.
That looks a lot like how the things that I complain about.
But what stays with us is the World Series, right? It stays with us.
Two of your best players were the ones that had the biggest screw ups.
I know, but it stays with us that these things do happen. That there are brain farts in a season and in a game that just make you shake your head. You should have done this. You should have done that.
I know.
You know, Jazz has nine errors, right? Caballero has 8 errors. Like, those are things that jump out at you. It's, you know, Volpe was not very good. No. So those are things that when you're watching, look, you're watching a baseball game, because it's slower, you're going to feel the mistakes more. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
You don't feel a basketball or hockey mistake nearly as much, because the game doesn't wait for you to watch it again. Sometimes it takes a while back to see the mistake that was made because the play doesn't stop.
It's so funny because, and again, this is not any shade to baseball analysis because it is needed, but you need it more in other sports where you think you saw something and then the analyst will show you, like an Aikman will come on and give you the replay and you go, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. How good is like Joe Micheletti? How good would he be on something where a goal happens and he'll tell you, especially if it's against the Rangers, and he would be able – Joe was so good that he knew already. He's holding down the talk back, going, run that back to right here. And then they'll run the replay, and he's like, all right, right here, watch. See where he takes the bait, and boom. And you're like, how could he have seen that fast?
And
the trained eye.
And I will tell you why that is when we come back. More of your calls at 1-800-919-3776.
Oh, just one more thing.
That guy Thursday at 4:30.
Curry is 10 toes down on this. Right. He said, I'm confident in what I shared.
All right.
Listen, you guys know me. I don't purport myself to be a professor on music, but I'm pretty deep in. Yeah. Have had like many friends who are fans of him, talked about him for the last 15 years. Never has one human said to me, do you like Meyer?
We have two respected individuals in the business
this is a
that
showdown
are both
right now.
10 toes down.
Yes.
We will find out before 7 who's right, who's alive, and who's dead.
This is like me calling him and calling Jack and going, trust me, it's pronounced Cassie Stengel. No, trust me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen.
I don't know if it's like that.
It's close.
Well, close. Hahn and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
ESPN New York and MSG Network are joining forces.
Big news, Jazz hands.
Start your mornings with DiPietro and Rothenberg, live on the MSG Network. Then stick around for Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg, live on MSG every afternoon.
We are beyond excited to start simulcasting on MSG Networks.
So think about this for a quick second. You got us in the morning 6 to 10. You got our afternoon show 3 to 7. And then right after that, you're talking Knicks, you're talking Rangers.
Oh, yeah. You wake up, you pop it on again, and there we are, waiting for you. Good morning.
ESPN New York and MSG Network, together like never before. It all starts Tuesday, September 8th.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
There are a million reasons to love New York. Making your budget stretch isn't one of them. According to an independent study, Amazon prices average 14% lower than other retailers. Get food, fashion, furniture, and more shipped straight to your building. Plus, another study found Amazon Prescription Pass customers pay nearly 1/3 less out of pocket. Learn more at aboutamazon.com.
Hey guys, it's Peter Rosenberg, and listen, you know me. I'm always honest about what's going on with my life, and recently I've just been dealing with some nagging pain that I finally decided I wasn't going to ignore anymore. So I ran into my guy, Dr. Jay Shah at Samwell Pain. Decided to set a meeting, and after we talked, I understood why so many people recommend him. He's Ivy League trained, all right? He's the real deal. He's double board certified, and he takes a non-surgical approach to helping people get back to living their lives. If pain is keeping you from enjoying your summer, don't just live with it. Go check out Samwell Pain. Visit samwellpain.com. Trust me.
In a world parched for excitement, one drink will emerge. Twisted Tea, the refreshing thrill ride of flavor. Recreating its classic role as the hard iced tea that goes down smooth. Twisted Tea doesn't just taste like real iced tea, it's made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Taste the adventure with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Hey, Albert, can you help us plan and budget for a bathroom renovation?
I certainly can. Let me review your finances.
Who are you talking to?
Albert, my AI financial assistant that I can access right in the app. It automates all things finance, moves money, pays bills, creates personalized alerts, finds savings, and so much more.
Your bathroom renovation financial plan is ready. I found cash you can put aside, and to cover the rest, Albert can get you up to $10,000 fast.
Can you find contractors nearby within our budget?
Here's a list of contractors. Would you like help requesting a $10,000 loan for your bathroom renovation?
Yes! Download the Albert app and use promo code CLEAR to access Genius. Plus, get up to $10,000 for whatever you need. Just download the Albert app right now and use promo code CLEAR to get up to $10,000. That's promo code CLEAR.
Congratulations, New York. The Knicks did it. Through battle after battle, they dominated to become this year's NBA champions. Day in and day out, the hard work paid off, and you were there every step of the way. Enjoy the crown. Own it, because this year is your year. A part of your legacy that will never be forgotten. So celebrate this moment, show your pride, and shop the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
All right, so let's put a bow on the
already. We're not even through the first hour of the show.
No. The Curry Rosenberg.
Oh no,
this is not a problem. I don't want this to get overhyped.
This is not good. I'm not feeling good about it. I feel good for you, Peter.
So he said years ago, I heard a DJ introduce him as Meyer. Dove into his music. I stuck with Meyer. Now I looked, and it's Mayer in a lot of places. Peter gets the win.
You know what?
I feel so good.
A truly great man admits when he's wrong.
That's the thing. This is a Don LaGreca who, even if you presented him with the evidence and Mayer called up and said, actually, Don, my name is Mayer, he'd be like, all right, Meyer. This is a man who hears that he's...
be.
But could it be? Could it be?
Do it again.
To defend him.
Jack?
The great Jack Curry.
He doesn't need your defense. He explained it.
But in his explanation, is it possible, like early in his career,
no,
He said that's how
he heard it from a
DJ mispronounced
but the
it,
DJ was a yo-yo. Is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is not that Jack's a yo-yo.
Yeah,
Jack is Jack's a curious listener, a man who cares about music. But he was led astray. Run amok.
He loves
somebody before they were big. Maybe even a player.
Oh no, those
where
exist.
The name kind of went back and forth, like people weren't sure, and then once they started to get better.
Oh no, we have a lot of these.
Get come on, anything off the dome, real quick.
There's a rap artist who I'm forgetting whose name was always pronounced wrong. People just read it off of the CD wrong. I don't know why. Like they always pronounce, and I'm. It's gonna drive me crazy. And I'm sure there are athlete examples, too, where until they got famous, everyone said it one way and then was like, oh, no, it's actually blank.
And there's actually not a Hall of Fame caliber player, but a local hockey player, very good. Mostly a Devil, spent some time at the end of his career with the Islanders, where people still pronounce his name two different ways. And I still don't know exactly what is accurate.
Mostly a Devil.
Yeah.
Did
Devil
play?
But he played a little bit with the Islanders at the end of his
lose
career.
Time? Did Lou bring him in?
Yes. And even beyond, might have been beyond Lou, too.
All
right.
I'm drawing a blank, but
Zach Parisi?
Oh, Parisi.
Parisi?
Yeah. Or Parisi.
Well, what's the answer?
Don't know.
No.
Still don't know.
I always said Parisi, and nobody ever corrected me.
His
I've
dad,
heard Parisi.
everything was J.P. Parise.
That
no E, but no A, no nothing. Just J.P. Parise was how it was always said.
But that was
Islander
never how
history.
Zach pronounced it. It was always either Parisi or Parisi.
Parisi.
And I was talking about it with Roland the other day because he did the Devils for 32 years. He's like, it was just a phenomenon. Like, it just never,
And he never corrected.
No, or if he did, I don't remember which one was right or wrong, but you would hear both. And it's even maybe also a little bit with John Tavares, right?
Yeah, Tavares, which was the 70s disco band, right? That was Tavares.
What is Tavares?
John Tavares was the hockey player, or is the hockey player.
Yeah, John Tavares.
But there was a band called Tavares.
So people would call him John Tavares, and it's like that's
what was their big but
all right, I have some
Isn't
here.
it Heaven Must Be Missing an Angel?
Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
Right?
Very good poll.
Thank you.
So I have a few out here. One that gets, this is not the one I was thinking of, but one that's people, it's actually, when people do it, I cringe with embarrassment for them.
And?
There's an artist named Black.
Okay.
But he uses instead of a B, it's a 6. It's like a turned around 6. And people say Six-Lack. And it's the most embarrassing thing. And when they say it, no, they will. They'll be like, do you like? And he says it on a song. He has a song where Eva's like, blah blah blah, met a girl, call me Six-Lack. Like, he knows people do it. It's a thing. There's some listed here.
All
right. People say that Hosier is Hosier. It's Hosier.
It's Hosier?
Okay. That's what it says here.
See, it's like what I do to Javier.
Chaim. People say Haim. The girl group.
Okay.
The three sisters.
No idea.
Haim. Look them up. One of them is a really big actress now.
Okay.
But they're big.
Gotcha.
Now here it says there was a time, and you guys were old enough to remember. I wouldn't be old enough to remember this. It says there was a time when people used to say Sadie or Sade for Sade.
I don't remember that.
Sade.
Sade is insane. If someone came up to me like, I'm a big...
I love Sade.
You know, listen, I heard a DJ call them Sade call her Sade in 1983.
That's
and
all I knew.
I've been running with it the last 40 years. It's Sade.
Is it really? Have you ever heard Sade?
That's what it lists that too.
Yeah, Sade.
Also, it says, and I didn't know this, that everyone says Bjork. It is not Bjork.
What is it?
Bjork, the Icelandic artist pronounces her name closer to Björk with a rounded soft vowel.
Yeah, but I've never heard it said that.
Yeah, me neither.
Me either. Yeah.
She always fascinated me. I can't think of I don't know if I've even heard a song by her, but she's just a fascinating artist. She's like a pixie look, and she gets brought huge bands list her as an influence.
Oh no, people love Bjork,
but I'm not familiar with her music.
And also this one is said to be actually currently said wrong always. Is Rihanna. Like, she will say on audio drops from her, like I remember the one we'd play on Hot 97.
Mm-hmm.
She would say, and it was from when she first came out, this is Rihanna.
Stop it.
Swear. No, her name's Rihanna.
Jay-Z said Rihanna. Rihanna, where you at? In the song, he says
I know.
it.
People say things wrong a lot.
So could this be one of those things, or did just Jack flat out get it wrong?
I think Jack. I think he was misled.
I
It's
was
unfortunate.
misled.
Yeah.
Never heard of it again because he didn't really.
It's so cool that Jack knows Mayer Hawthorne. That to me, he loses no points by calling him Meyer Hawthorne.
See, he actually said I should get some credit.
He gets tons of
for
credit.
knowing this guy.
Hold on.
He's
the
a
fact
good soul singer.
Jack is how old is Jack?
I don't know.
We're probably
not
the same
at liberty
age.
to say.
We're probably in the same
range.
Yeah,
maybe.
I would think so.
I think he might be older than both of you.
That's where I was going to lean, but I didn't want to say.
He's 61.
No way.
Older than both of you.
He looks great.
And he's the only one of the three of you that knows Mayer Hawthorne.
Oh, no.
I mean, he's just an on-point guy.
So let's not nitpick.
Yeah, we're not nitpicking. That's exactly right.
All right. Calls on the Yankees at 1-800-919-3776. That guy Thursday at 4:30. ENN at 6. Up until 7, we got you here. Don Anna Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
When care matters most, experience matters more. The Allure Group is redefining rehabilitation and long-term care across New York with 6 convenient locations. Their expert clinicians create personalized care plans to help you recover, rebuild, and get back to what matters most. From short-term rehab to long-term care, Allure is committed to comfort, dignity, and results. To learn more, visit allurecare.com. The Allure Group, where care meets compassion.
Hey, it's Michael K. Not sleeping? Well, it could be your mattress. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step mattress fitting process so that your new bed fits you perfectly. They guarantee it. And in-home delivery on any mattress $399 and up, it's free. Come in for a complimentary mattress consultation and get a free travel neck pillow, no purchase required. So do what I do and get to PC Richard & Son today for your new mattress. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge, or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
When you tell someone what team you cheer for, do they apologize? Does your first childhood memory involve crying on a Jumbotron? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected from things like fire damage caused by violently unplugging the TV. Or an accidental overhand left to the drywall. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
Pros, find the right flooring for the job in Lowe's newly redesigned flooring showroom. Shop our expanded assortment of trusted brands and get up to 35% off style selections, Stainmaster, and Stainmaster Pet Protect Special Order Carpet. And while you're here, save $100 on a DeWalt 20-volt max 6-amp-hour 2-pack of batteries. Now just $179. Get more of what you need faster and save more where it counts from the ground up. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 8/26 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Congratulations to the New York Knicks. They are the 2026 NBA champions. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
401 of the big city. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg take you up until 7 o'clock. In case you missed it yesterday, big news for New York sports fans. DiPietro and Rothenberg and Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg are coming to MSG Networks starting Tuesday, September 8th. Catch our morning and afternoon shows simulcast across MSG Network's television and digital platforms. You can still catch us on 880 AM, still catch us on the ESPN New York app and on YouTube, but now you've got another destination. We are beyond excited to start the simulcast with MSG Network, which will give our shows even bigger platform for each and every fan to be able to consume us. We're back on TV, everybody. Don't miss out. It's all starting September 8th on MSG Network. So get to the calls at 1-800-919-3776. People with opinions on the Yankees and baseball in general. Anthony in Albany, you're on ESPN New York. What's up, man? How's it doing up north?
Hey, how you doing, fellas? Don, I promise I won't upset you.
Okay.
I think this kid Lombard might be the real deal.
Okay.
And I think Jazz Chisholm has got to learn how to hit a curveball because his days in New York are numbered.
Well, he will not be re-signed for sure, but he has been he's been clutch. He can field, no question. He's a great defensive second baseman, but he is just not hitting, not to the way he thought he was going to hit this year.
That is true. Anyways, hey, congratulations on your TV. And is it Jazz Chisholm or Jazz Chisholm? Have a good day, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anyone ever struggled with that, did they?
I think he's meaning like he's frustrated to watch.
Oh, Jeezum.
Jeez. Yeah.
Oh, I would like to say.
He was trying.
Yeah, Just every once in a while, to include myself, you'd say another word.
Yeah.
It was yeah, that's right. G's and P's.
Do we have that? Did we turn that into
should we
a
save
drop?
G's and P's?
We should have turned that into a drop.
That's what she said.
That's a good one.
Moose is in South Jersey. You're on ESPN New York. What's up, Moose?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? How's everybody doing today?
Good, hanging in.
So I just wanted to talk about the Alonso home run that wasn't a home run or was a home run or whatever happened.
Right.
You guys are talking about how to figure out how to properly track it going over the foul poles. Can't they already do that? They have Stat Track. Tracks the arch of the ball, how far the ball goes, where the ball goes, where the ball lands.
It's such a great point. It's amazing that we can track the distance, how hard it was hit, the spin, all that, but we have no idea where it is in the field. It's really amazing. It's a great point. It's a great point you make. We should know this.
Thank you. To me, it's because baseball is stubborn, and they want to keep the human element a part of baseball. I'm so sick of hearing about the human element. To me, when you say, I want the human element in baseball, you want it wrong. That's it. You want things to be wrong from time to time and have a reason to be angry at an umpire or something.
I think that's literally what people say, is that it's okay to have some mistakes and stuff like that because the game was always that way, that the umpire has his own strike zone and you're going to miss every now and then on is he out, is he safe. That's something that has been in baseball forever. It's the fallibility that's always been.
That's one conversation, Moose, and you're right about it. We're going to get into that a little bit later on. But why can't you let your viewers, and maybe more importantly, your broadcasters, in on what you're doing? Why can't whatever you're watching in Chelsea, because that's where they're looking at the reviews, no matter where the game is played, they go back in Chelsea, they watch it. In the NHL, it's going back to Toronto. I don't know where they go back in the NBA, probably someplace in New York, right? They
in New
go
Jersey.
to review.
Secaucus.
It's Secaucus, and in the NFL, it's actually done in the building. And just have the broadcast see what they're looking at. Why can't you do that? There is
I don't know.
There is a line.
The NBA does that. They show you what they're looking at.
Right.
They do.
Now, there's a camera that's right on the blue line in the NHL. And that's where they determine whether it's offside or not. But you don't get that until after they already have the ruling. Why? Why can't you let your fans in the building and the people watching on TV and your broadcasters know what's going on instead of watching the same angle everybody else is, end up sounding like a jerk saying, well, that's fair. What are they doing? Ripping into MLB, ripping into the video process, and then we find out the next day, oh, no, here was the angle that determined it. Well, everybody loses. You make your broadcasters look bad. You created a controversy that didn't exist. Why can't whatever feed they're looking at, whatever angle they're looking at in Chelsea, make that available to Yes. Make it available to SNY. Make it available to Massive.
Instead, we're showing the umpires standing there talking to each other, waiting for the response. We're showing the same replay that we only have. You know that the leagues always have more angles than the broadcast does. That's a real thing. In the NBA, they do. The NBA, the NBA official has more cameras at their disposal than the broadcast does. That's why they can find things that you don't normally see. But then they'll share it with you while they're looking at it. And sometimes they'll get you into the replay room where there's a camera in the replay room, and you're watching them watch the replay,
right.
And you're going, oh, there's the one they're looking at. That's what they're looking for. It allows the viewer to feel part of the review rather than this big secret, and we're all waiting for the answer. Come on, that's got to get fixed.
And they're always so worried, well, it might take an extra couple of minutes, but you make it part of the production. It becomes compelling.
Yes.
It gets just very, very frustrating. Matter of fact, I'll go as far as to say, Peter, that it's a pain.
Oh, yeah, it is a pain. I like what you did. I see what he did.
I don't want pain.
No, you don't.
And matter of fact, if you
have pain.
If you could take this sort of replay pain,
yeah,
and go to Dr. Jay Shah, guarantee you he could find. Well, not only could he fix it, non-surgically.
Now, is he certified?
3 times.
3 boards?
That's 3 boards said, we see Jay Shah, we like Jay Shah, we want Jay Shah.
We endorse him.
Even after the second time, do they just say, really, you're back again? This is a little pretentious.
No, boards, like, weren't you already?
Yeah, but Dr. Shah said, I want my people to know I'm official tissue. So truth be told, So I saw Dr. Shah at our Knicks celebration at Stout, told him I'd been dealing with some back pain, like waking up with pain, like I'm sleeping the wrong way. He started talking about what might be going on. We made an appointment online. We talked online. Then he set me up to get MRIs. I'm getting the last MRI this weekend. And then we will head down our path to treating this pain, because enough is enough. And even though for me it's mild at this point, I don't want it to get worse. So if you've been dealing with sort of, any sort of pain, joint pain, sciatica, whatever it is, and you're trying to avoid surgery, the guy to go to is Dr. J. Shah. Go to samwellpain.com to learn more or schedule an appointment. That's samwellpain.com.
Great job.
You really set me up nicely there.
Yeah.
Thank you. Dan is up in Saratoga. We're doing pretty good up north. You're on ESPN New York. What's up, Dan?
Hey, what's going on, guys? How's it going?
Good.
Hey, listen, I had I thought I had a music artist that always gets pronounced wrong, but I think Peter already mentioned it.
What was it?
It was Sade.
Oh,
Sade.
Yeah, she's amazing.
But these days, if you're still getting Sade wrong now, then just
you don't care.
Just
You weren't even trying.
Yeah, you go take a walk somewhere. Hey, I have a question. It's kind of out of the. I know that you guys love music just like I do, but I kind of want to relate it to sports in a way.
All right.
A song came on Sirius last night, and it got me thinking. It was Pete Rock, They Reminisce Over You.
Sure there is.
That song in particular reminds me of just straight basketball. Is there a song that you guys have that is a direct correlation to, like, that jogs your memory, like, oh, that's a sport? Like, or anything. You know what I mean? Because that song in particular, I don't know why. I just think like street ball.
Why does Reminisce, was it used on like an And One mixtape or something? Why does Reminisce remind you of basketball?
It was probably a video game that I played years ago. I have no idea.
Reminisce was a video. Okay.
That song, that beat in particular just reminds me of like Rucker Park, like street ball or something. You know what I mean?
Well, Jacob,
and that's one of the best beats I think ever.
Well, Jacob, while we can, take advantage of it. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, what, Jacob? Oh, Jacob, play it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you don't know this at Don, do you? You may be familiar to you.
You'll know it when you hear it.
We have it in there, don't we?
Of course we do.
And
I
always thought Know the Ledge sounded more like a N1 mixtape kind of
song than
song.
Reminisce. But apparently, Jacob confirmed that Reminisce is used in a lot of video games.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't realize that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this is just the intro.
Thanks,
but
Dan.
the beat comes, and it's just...
I think it may be familiar to Don. I think it could be. It's one of the.
Once you hear the horns, you'll know it.
I definitely have heard it, but I don't think basketball.
Me neither. Well, by the way, I know the song at the back of my hand. I still don't think basketball. But apparently, that's the thing, though. It's where. Okay, so mine. Mine are all from the NBA Superstars. So the NBA Superstars video that came out in, I believe, '89 had several songs that now will forever, for me, connote basketball because they would choose one song to go with one player. The video started out with Magic Johnson to Janet Jackson, Control. So when I hear Control by Janet, I think of Magic highlights.
Okay.
Larry Bird, Small Town. Every time I hear Small Town, I think of Larry Bird.
Okay.
And then Michael's, Jordan was third because at that time he was the third biggest star of the group. And his is Take My Breath Away. So some people think Top Gun. When I hear it, Take My Breath Away, I think Jordan's slow-mo highlights from the Superstars.
But video games could be that way, too.
Sure, they can.
Like I did enjoy back in the day the NASCAR video game.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And so I don't know if you know Molly Hatchet, Flirting with Disaster.
No,
I'm going down the road and I'm flirting with disaster.
Okay.
Like so that would always
cars.
play.
Yeah.
You know, We Could Be Heroes by David Bowie was a song that was used in the intro for one of the NHL games.
Mm-hmm.
I forget which one it was. Like so if he heard that with the highlights too, I can get that one.
Yeah,
I can see that.
It stays with you. That's all that is.
Well, that's what music does. Music connects better than anything. It could jog a memory better than anything.
Mm-hmm.
You get taken back to the first time you heard it. That's why there's songs that I didn't really care for in the moment, but then 40 years later, I'll hear it and I like it, not because I like the song, but it'll take me back to a period of time that I like.
Right, that's the beauty of music.
Yeah, music is instantly nostalgic.
Speaking of nostalgia,
go ahead.
Spike and St. Pete, you're on ESPN.
Spike.
What's up, Spike?
Hey, guys, congratulations for you. I got to tell you, though, I was telling Julian that I have enough presets on my package for MSG to begin with. And I'm really happy for you guys. Just more exposure. It's great.
Another way for you to be able to.
Well, this is going to be really good for you, I would think, Spike, right?
Yeah, I love you guys. It's seeing television. It's better than the YouTube. It kind of fluctuates a little here.
Yeah, of course.
But I got to kick that. Alan, I love the intros. You guys you're really giving to everybody. So smart, the marketing. In between the breaks on the rejoins, the champions of the New York Knicks. You're going to give me the thing about the drop again. I kept talking to Peter Bessie, and he's giving me all these things from the 60s, his pictures. Do you know this guy? You know, he played. Lou Carnesecca coached him. I forget the high school Mark Jackson went to. He was on the freshman team, Lou Carnesecca. Yeah, Lou Carnesecca was the freshman coach for Peter. Peter's 84. So he sends me this picture, and he says, give me a good story. I said, early 2000s, I walk out of the parking lot across the street because my friend's neighbor owned it, made a fortune. And Lee Nalon comes out and asks me for $50 because they came into my Mercedes.
Lee Nalon.
I don't see him. He's got a wool hat on. I think he played about 300 games in the league. He played for about 40 games. 2 years later, I'm parking. He's with the Hawks. He gives me $100 back. It's the weirdest story. Yeah, so Peter's really good. And he said to me, he put the thing on Kareem. I went to high school and Kareem did. Kareem's top 5. Do you know who they are all time?
No.
This should be interesting.
Take a guess. Top 5. All from his era.
Wilt.
Right.
Russell.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Backcourt.
Oscar.
Yeah.
Right, Oscar. Right. First was Oscar.
Has
Go
to
ahead.
be Oscar.
Played with him. Right.
So there's one more. From his era.
Bill Daughtry's favorite player.
Bill Daughtry's favorite player.
Yeah.
Why don't you?
Come on, you work.
Come on. I know. I know. Go ask Bill Daughtry my favorite album.
Yeah.
Oh, who are the last two? Who are the last two, Spike?
Dr. J.
Okay.
Dr. J. And it wasn't Jerry West. It was a.
Pete Maravich?
It wasn't. No, not a black guy. I can't. Magic.
Yeah.
Listen,
Okay.
so
Well, he said his ear. That
Kareem,
threw me off.
Close enough.
Kareem said of all those 5, Magic was the best. They're all great. And he went into Russell's background and all the social stuff. It's great. I loved it. Couldn't get enough. And he said Magic revolutionized the game. And the more I think about it, he did. He did. He saw the court very much like Brunson. And we talked about Brunson. It was just great. And I'm still high. I know I had a medical thing. I got another life. I think we're winning again this year. I can't wait for October. And I hope you guys get this is what I want to know. Are you going to get hurt with MSG games, with the 35 games on national TV? Well, you don't know.
How many side-by-sides we have?
Yeah.
I know they have. Well, the schedule's out, so I don't.
I know, but the Prime's got about 12 or 15 games.
I know Prime's the one you can't go side by side with. I don't think.
No,
but the MSG schedule's out, so you'd have to just you'd pair it up with the overall schedule, and then you can figure out what's side by side. There's going to be a lot, obviously, because the Knicks have a ton of national games.
I guess so. They're going to clip about 15 games from MSG. Will you have the pre and? I'm sorry to hog your time. Were you going to have the pre and the post?
Again, nothing official yet. My guess is we will for opening night, even though we don't have the game. And then for most of those, we probably won't. But you never know. I mean, again, we did so well last year with the run, people might demand it.
Now I'm waiting for the NHL to come out with their national games to know which games I'm doing and what games I'm not doing, because we don't have the side-by-side thing in the NHL like you have with the NBA.
Right.
If it's taken, it's taken. And I had heard through the grapevine that a lot of that was all messed up once LeBron went to Philly. Because that all of a sudden changed
it has to.
All the different ways of the national televised games and everything else like that. So there's a couple of things that you're locked into. If you know it's a weekend, it's in the afternoon, it's probably going to be on ABC, something like that. You know, but we won't get it official on the NHL side for another couple of days. Let's go to Danny on Long Island. You're on ESPN New York. Hi, Danny.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Congratulations on the big news. I just plotted out what my day is going to look like starting in September. We'll start with the game on YouTube on my laptop, and then when I get up off my butt to walk around a little bit outside the building, we'll switch to the app. On the car ride home, I'll have regular radio, and then after dinner, a little MSG. Unfortunately, I can see all of a sudden we're going to lose MSG at 5:30 for like a 2-hour Yankee pregame playoff thing. That's my fear, that I won't be able to watch it, because it is much more convenient than having YouTube on. And quite frankly, it's antisocial to be in a house full of people and have the game on your phone. It's just wrong.
It's a little different. Yeah.
My wife walks in the room. So congratulations, good stuff.
Thanks, man.
On the home run with Alonso, he was so classy too. When they asked him about it afterwards, he said he threw flowers to the pitcher. He said, "How about the pitcher? After I hit what was really a home run, he come down and bear down, struck me out." So he instead of just he's such a goofy guy, but he doesn't have a mean-spirited bone in his body. I mean, I know when we used to laugh. He's not comfortable in his skin. He might have a little antisocial quirks, but he is a good man. And you know what? And this might go down as one of the. I mean, you talk about Ed Kranepool rants. This guy could be a first ballot Hall of Famer if he continues to play the next 5 years as he played in his career. I mean, what's he going to end up with? 500 home runs? And the Mets let him go.
I know.
In the height of his popularity.
Yeah.
This could be, and it wasn't a trade like Nolan Ryan, but this could be like Nolan Ryan level of like having this historic player, and you had him. Now, they obviously got a lot more out of Alonso than the Mets got out of Nolan Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
They did get a championship, but Nolan Ryan was a kid in '69. But Alonso did spend a lot more time in New York than Ryan did.
Isn't Nolan Ryan, I mean, we don't know yet, maybe, but would be closer to if Pete Crow Armstrong becomes like a perennial superstar.
That one is certainly hurt.
That would be a little closer, right?
But
it's PCA.
But the thing is that, because he's still young enough that if he ends up, he's got a 5-year deal in Baltimore. So he spends 5 years there, and then he extends in Baltimore. I mean, he might be known as more as an Oriole than as a Met, and how crazy that could be. Now, let's see how it works out. But do you realize, I don't know if anybody noticed this, like his defensive metrics have gone through the roof. Like he's become a better defensive player now, and that was supposed to be one of the reasons why they wanted to let him go, because he was a hack defensively at first base, and he was getting too old, and they didn't want to give him a 5-year contract. And maybe the contract won't age well for Baltimore either. But Danny hit on something that you alluded to the last time we talked about Alonso. And maybe this is what kind of breaks up the analytics a little bit. Is that, all right, forget the Olympics, the analytics. He was a forever Met. The fans loved him. And he's just a really good guy.
Yeah.
Like, shouldn't that count for something? Does it all just have to be about the damn numbers? Like, sometimes you just say, all right, I get the numbers, but he's such a good kid, and the fans love him, and he's hit some clutch home runs he's a part of it. I still have to sell tickets. I'm still a business,
but there's
right?
still, again, go beyond all that, because you're on the right track. To me, in the end, when you're sitting there, look, the first time they tried to move on from him, where they weren't going to sign him, and then they had that fan fest thing right at Citi Field during the winter.
Yeah.
And Cohen was getting booed about it, and he's like, we got to do something. So there's that. And then Soto also looked at the lineup and when he signed and said, what do we got around me? And they realized, like, we got to put some power around him. And so Alonso became worth it for one more year. But once you have that kind of a reaction from your fan base, was he such I'm going to use a phrase from the Met history. Was he such a net negative that you couldn't survive if he was on your roster?
I can't imagine that. I can't imagine.
Did the numbers say, we're worse with him at first base?
I think what it really
came down to how much they were going to pay him.
Correct.
Which again, let me remind you, the owner has the deepest pockets in the sport. It shouldn't have been about money. So it should have only been about whether or not you believed that he was good enough to help you win. And his history shows you he was.
Yeah.
But they moved on.
But
he didn't do it, and he got worse, not better at first base. They didn't even get a first baseman. That's the problem. If you knew you were moving on, you had to have a better plan A than what they had.
And early on this year,
this is why I can't believe, Don, you just shrug when the owner says, "Yeah, no, I'm sticking with him." I can't shrug at that. This is it. You got to be kidding me that you are fine with keeping this general manager. Look
I don't
what he
know
did.
what he wants me to do.
He's not fine with it.
I'm not, you know. You don't wind me up and I go here. You know, I'm a human being.
I can wind you up,
I make
though.
decisions, and I'm offended, actually.
Yeah, he thinks
I'm just going to look at you.
Yeah, because you're disgusted with him.
He's so disgusting. You want to look at me now?
Well, no, because I think Don has expressed disappointment in the general manager situation.
It's just maddening.
But like this week, why would you get more mad this week? They told you when Mendoza left, Stearns is staying, and this is what it is. They told us that.
It's just maddening.
But the Pete thing's tough.
No, they said when Mendoza left, it was yes, but there was always this feeling of that he was finally on a hot seat.
No,
I didn't.
Not from going. No.
Yeah, I never felt hot seat.
No.
Now,
it's a shame.
Is the Alonso thing made complicated by who his agent is?
Yeah, I'm sure Scott Boras had something to do with it.
Because don't you feel like if Alonso had a different agent, we all believe Alonso desperately wanted to stay. I don't think any of us think we know he didn't want to leave.
Did he land on his feet? Is he in a better place?
What?
The agent's job is to get you the most money.
Yeah.
The agent's job is not to put you in a better situation.
No.
It's just to make you richer.
But I can't let Pete
your
off the hook.
decision is. I'm
sorry.
Do I want this?
You
for my
hire.
life?
I said the same for Soto. You hire Scott Boras. You're looking for the money. So I'm not going to feel bad for Pete. If you wanted to stay in Met, all you could have say to Scott is, whatever you do, make sure I'm signing a contract with
and
Mets.
if you won't do that, I got to find another agent because I want to stay with the Mets.
Here's what Stearns is going to say. Didn't want to give him a 5-year contract. Didn't want to do it. I think if it was a 3, he would have kept him. And he's probably thinking to himself, listen, I look bad now, but at some point, Pete's going to have 2 years left on his contract. He's going to be 34 years old. He's going to be cooked, and he's going to be killing the Orioles during a salary cap era of draining their finances because he's not going to be able to defend. He's going to be a DH, and it's not going to age well. And I understand that. But I also understand the first few years of that contract, maybe you win a championship. Maybe you end up keeping your job at the end of the day. I admire the steadfastness of I don't believe in long-term contract. I get it, but sometimes a player comes along where you kind of just say, I've got to bend the rules just a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think Pete Alonso might have been that guy. 1-800-919-3776. Speaking of that guy, it's That Guy Thursday. It's coming up next. It's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com. That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
D'Agostino Law Bite Back. This is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, and I know how a serious accident can change your life just like that.
I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and I understand that with pain comes medical bills and time out of work. Let us get you justice.
This is John Ryan, the closer. For over 35 years, our family has been getting accident victims every dollar they deserve.
I started this firm for the injured so they can bite back against the insurance companies.
Our legacy is to get you justice. Bite back.
To get you paid. Bite back.
At D'Agostino & Associates, bite back means fight back. When you're hurt and they blame you, we bite back and get you every dollar you deserve. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey, so call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. 1-800-248-3222. I've been there, and I'll be there for you.
The 2026 U.S. Open Tennis Championships are back, where the world's greatest city meets the world's greatest tennis players. Fan Week begins August 23rd. Experience the Mixed Doubles Championship on the 25th and 26th. And the U.S. Open Singles Championship starts Sunday, August 30th. All tickets on sale now at usopen.org. The U.S. Open. Spectacular awaits.
Hi, thanks for calling Uline.
Wait, did the phone even ring?
Nope.
Okay, so you answered before the ring. But now you're going to put me on hold, right?
We don't do that here. We're real people answering the phone, ready to help with your order when you are.
Uline has thousands of quality products for your business and warehouse needs, always in stock, ready to ship same day, and backed by Uline's legendary 24/7 customer service. Uline, we warehouse for you.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Upgrade your outdoor living space with TimberTech, the #1 brand in premium decking from Rings End. Picture this, a deck that's the highlight of your backyard. turning heads season after season. Now, imagine 20, 30 years later. It's still going strong. And here's the best part. You haven't spent a moment sanding, staining, or sealing it. Visit your local Rings End for the stunning real wood looks of TimberTech decking, paired with the kind of durability that only advanced engineering can deliver. Backed by industry-leading warranties, TimberTech is the decking that performs for decades. Ask for it locally at Rings End.
And now it's time for traffic. Here's Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. Not an easy ride on the Belt westbound in Brooklyn. Just picked up a big crash by Ocean Parkway. Involved an overturned car. You're still bumper to bumper there and backed up to the Pawtucket Basin Bridge. After that, just a bit heavy making your way over to the Verrazano. Inbound Georgia, about 15 to 20 for both the upper and lower decks. Really no easy way to the outbound side. Not even the Henry Hudson going to help you out. West Side Highway northbound packed from the 79th Street Boat Basin. Outbound Lincoln already about 20 to 30 minutes. Outbound Helena 45-minute wait. Over in Jersey, 208 southbound just jammed heading over to Maple Avenue in Fairlawn. Crash in the left lane. You're backed up into Wyckoff. This report is sponsored by AirTasker. Mornings at the house are impossible, and now the sink starts leaking. So post tasks on AirTasker. Soon the sink is fixed and you're out the door. Go to airtasker.com or download the app today. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Empower. Pete's back on the links with all new golf clubs and hopefully less swearing.
Dang, sliced it.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money so he can be a little bad.
Heads up!
Oof. Talent sold separately.
Guy said these were slice proof.
At least he has money for lessons. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
We all have that one friend.
I'm talking about the yo-yos who set themselves on fire and bathe in pork and beans.
Or know that one person.
I'm here with my family.
Who can't help but be.
He's not cool. His voice is weird. He's kind of a dork. His brother's a tool. His girlfriend's annoying.
That guy.
I didn't know it was banner night. We won't be out for that.
It's time for That Guy Thursday.
Hey guys, anyone want to play some ball?
With Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
He's just being that guy.
Welcome to That Guy
Very
Thursday.
sitcom-y, right? Like 50s sitcom.
Yeah, it gives like 50s or 60s sitcom vibes. Welcome to That Guy Thursday. And you may recall the other day I had a conversation about a couple of guys. Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury finally having their much anticipated bout. Few years too late, but still a bout that people like myself are going to salivate for. These two gigantic heavyweights, these British legends fighting, and it's in all likelihood, according to everything being said, going to happen at Madison Square Garden this fall, winter. They're speculating around November 20th that we're going to get this MSG battle between Fury and Joshua.
All
so
right.
it supposedly, it seemed like it was moments away from being announced, and now apparently the deal is not done, and there's still a holdup. Now, I talked about this the other day. Obviously, for a long time, there are people who wanted this fight to happen at Wembley with good reason,
Of course.
and you understand why.
Yeah.
But logistically, it is not happening because this is a Netflix fight. Netflix primarily, by massive numbers, gets their viewers on the east and west coast of the United States. So they need to hit their viewership in the U.S. And so for many reasons, the fight is going to take place in the Eastern time zone, which would put it at the world's most famous arena, a hub for boxing forever,
course.
Madison
Yes.
Square Garden.
Yes.
Now, one person who is of major importance to this fight and is the person that seems to be holding up the fight
is
Anthony Joshua's longtime promoter, Eddie Hearn, who, of course, is a very famous promoter. His dad was a legendary promoter. And his angle has been that the holdup is, he's fighting for the British people to get this fight that should happen in the UK to happen in the UK. It sounds great. And I'm not doubting that he wanted the fight to happen in the UK. But at this point, we know that's not happening. So can we get this deal done or not? Well, now, Boxing Scene, which is a boxing blog out there, is reporting that Eddie Hearn's holdup is not continuing to fight to get this match to happen in the UK. It's just to get more money, basically, out of the powers that be to his company, Matchroom. They're talking about, according to what they've seen, he is making demands about his company, Matchroom, making future money for their darts and snooker events. I know you're a big snooker guy.
I love snooker.
One of the biggest snooker guys in the bit.
I'm a big snooker
What is
guy.
snooker again?
Pool.
Snooker's pool?
Sort
is it pool of Jays?
A Jays.
Pool of Jays.
Is it the pool without the pockets?
Maybe
Is it that?
Maybe that's what
it's
it
all
is.
just strategic.
Does it have anything to do with Snooki?
It could.
So essentially, the idea now that the fight is being held up because Eddie Hearn is trying to be a hero for the Brits, it's really Eddie Hearn is trying to get more money to get, because eventually
That's the whitewash version.
it's happening. He knows this fight is happening. And by the way, let's not waste more time. Let's get to it. The fight is already late. We want this fight to happen. Let's get it done soon.
Okay.
And for those reasons, that's why on this Thursday, Eddie Hearn is that guy. Let's get this done. With all due respect to your snooker
You're
business.
100% right. And yes, that's the part that definitely gets frustrating is when somebody's getting greedy.
Well, Eddie
and
generally...
And then pretending that it's for the people.
Well, here's the thing. Eddie Hearn has done a lot of good things. However, he also has beef with a million people. He's beef with Jake Paul for years. And he carries himself in a way that's very classy, and he sounds like this, regal British gentleman. And always, whether it's Dana White is the bad guy or Jake Paul is the bad guy, everybody else is the bad guy. But it's like, Eddie, as classy as you may appear, you're still in the boxing promotion business, okay? You guys are all mucking around.
You're not clean.
No one's completely clean here, okay?
Yeah.
Let's just get the damn fight.
But it is funny. If you are a regal gentleman with an English accent who dresses well, people will always trust that you're the one that is the calm, cool, collected, not really, doesn't play dirty.
But it really is one of the great imaging things that plays fantastic.
Because you don't think that way.
No, you could be a complete gangster who's running roughshod over everybody.
Right.
But if you come off like a British chap, a lovely gent.
Lovely gent.
Yeah, no one's saying anything.
No. They're not. They're not. They wouldn't possibly believe you were the killer.
Yeah, and I'm just hoping that we can kind of maybe potentially work some snooker into the MSG deal.
And
You know
I'm looking,
what?
snooker does have pockets, so
Okay,
I don't
so what
know.
is it?
I don't know what the difference is between billiards and snooker. I have seen tables. Like sometimes I would go play pool. There would always be like in the corner, there'd be one of those tables that didn't have pockets. So I know there's a game that they play with a cue, but there's no pocket. So I think it's strategically putting the balls on a line or something. But that's not it. I'm not. I got to read this. I'm just looking at it. And it's been around since
Son, maybe we'll
1875.
Maybe we'll go play some. Maybe we'll go play some snooker tonight.
I like to do that
because Don and I are hanging out tonight.
I heard.
I
Boys'
did.
night out.
That's right.
Because you could make the case that Peter was that guy.
Oh no!
What a reversal!
There's
Oh,
finally.
Did not expect this.
Well, this was
not
a
scripted.
dinner. I'm not even sure who's going to this.
Yeah, he doesn't even know.
But I got a text earlier this morning.
This morning.
I woke up.
Take us through it.
Taking Marco to baseball camp.
Nice.
Okay.
And I minding my own business. I'm taking a look at the phone. And I see a thread that apparently hasn't been used in forever.
Okay.
And it's got, on the thread is Andrew Gunling, Peter Rosenberg, R.J. Santillo. I'm like, well, this is...
Yeah, that's just spicy. By the way, really sad, the last text on that thread was talking K-Show business in 2020.
Yeah, because I see the text. It says, first chat in this group in 6 years.
Yeah. Okay.
Don, we are getting together for dinner tonight around 8 p.m., not too far from the station. Everyone would be very excited to see your face. And then R.J. Santillo texts this, exclamation point.
Sure.
Like it's a big deal.
Want to see your face.
This.
So I sat on
By the way,
it for a
Gunling
little
said
bit.
nothing. Is that right?
Well, eventually.
Oh, he did. Okay.
All right,
I was
so
going to
this
say
is-
that
this
would
is-
really speak to the.
This is
theory.
at 8:57 in the morning.
Yeah, it's pretty
Well,
early.
I got all my ducks in a row, and I did not text back until noon.
By the
Wow.
way, very on brand
Make 'em
for
wait.
Don. Yeah,
Make
you know
'em
Don.
wait.
Come on, you know how Don. Did.
So
he read it, but
I had formulated the text like 30 seconds after I read
It's
it.
an
I just needed to confirm.
Don's response is epic. I do want to say that in advance.
So my response was, day of invite is worse than not being invited. That said, I'm in.
That was such a Don.
I cannot believe it.
Gunling responded with exclamation points.
Okay.
You responded with 3 lit bombs.
Thank you.
There it is.
And then amazing. And then we worked out the
details.
The details. I had an inappropriate response. You can see it at the bottom.
Yeah, Don just says the word.
Who am I going? Like, it's you, Andrew, because you said everybody.
Brownshire.
Oh, Brownshire's going.
He's America's guest. You know he's involved in everything.
And JJ is supposed to go.
Oh
wow. Oh no. Oh.
JJ's supposed to go.
Don't change your mind.
But he's on the fence because
I'll push him on the other side.
He's part of a league of I don't know what
of Satan.
I don't know what he does with the league that he's a part of, but anyways,
it's a yo-yo league. It's a yo-yo league. It's a Francesa rotisserie league.
And they added. He has something at like 650, so he may not make it.
Okay, I do like you. I'm only.
You'd be thrilled to see JJ,
but Brownshire. That's it.
The thing about the group you're sitting with, though,
me, you, Brownshire, JJ, and Andrew Gunling,
and RJ.
No, I just thought RJ was part. Because he got to get up so early in the morning.
Wait,
RJ he's on vacation.
Wait, RJ was the first person.
RJ responded. How great this was.
He didn't think he was going. You just thought he was from the outside.
No, I think this is awesome.
Because you found no. Here's what I thought.
This is really cool. Tell me how it goes.
No. I thought you were just hunting for a thread that had me, you, and Andrew on.
No,
and just RJ happened to be there because Brownshire's not on this thread.
You're right.
So I just thought RJ caught a stray in the sense of just being involved in this.
No.
So you thought
RJ's going?
Scrolled back on his phone to 2020.
I don't know.
To find this group chat.
Oh, that's all. I haven't seen RJ. This is great.
So I mean, regardless of what happens with JJ,
can we live stream this?
I know
the fans want to know.
I would love to see JJ, but I will say this about if JJ for some reason didn't come. Either way, it ends up being a real throwback to the days.
No, I'm being performative with the JJ thing. It'd be cool to see him, but RJ?
Yeah. When was the last time you broke bread with RJ Santillo?
Well, I was just thinking the last time I was in the presence of Andrew.
Oh.
Might have been.
When was the last time you smelt his musk?
I miss your musk. It was on the other day.
Oh, God.
And the kids were in the room.
Well, Anchorman?
I fought through it, just hope, because I couldn't turn it off. Was it? Could it have been the 20th anniversary?
Oh my! You think it was the last time you saw Gunling?
When would I have seen? No, your wedding.
There you go.
But that's still
23.
That's 3 years ago.
That's 3 years ago.
I think the last time I saw him was your wedding.
To the Christmas party last K show thing last year.
He did, and there's that. He did. Good call, Alan. He showed up. I think he showed up.
Yeah, he was there.
He showed up. We brought him on stage and stuff.
He
did.
He was there.
But that's still.
So, and RJ was there
a couple years ago. And
that's
RJ
over a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
RJ, I think I had to be in here early once, so I think I've seen him not recently, but a lot more recently than
Not since he's
Andrew.
become a dad a second time.
That's just going to be fun.
You've had to look at this. Look what you stumbled into. Now, tell the people the truth, though. That if there was no weather, would you have said yes tonight?
Well, now, if I did not know all the luminaries that are going to be at this, so. But just on the surface, it's just tough. Because Nancy's got the 3 kids because Declan's over, so I don't want to leave her in a lurch. So I probably would have said no, but because of the storm and because I'm probably not going to get home till 10 o'clock tonight because it's supposed to be at its worst at 7 o'clock.
Screw it.
And just getting out of the city and the turnpike gets flooded.
Sit down like gentlemen.
But I think if I were to tell Nancy that RJ was going to be there, she'd be like, "Why are you not going?" This is nice.
You
can't find a way, Alan?
And now there's only one person to be offended here.
I'm not offended.
It's Alan Hahn.
I am not offended.
I'm only being invited.
First of all, I had an earlier engagement today, as you guys know. I've been in the city for a while.
You should be mad the way I'm always mad that I'm not invited.
Why would I be mad?
But I was invited for all the complaining that I've never been invited. So this is not the way you wanted to go down, but it's still
there
cool.
to just shut you up.
Fine,
right,
but it's still great.
But he's still happy. He's still happy.
I'm not. Like, why would I feel away? That's your past, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's your. No, I didn't have these connections.
Yeah, you're allowed to.
And so close to the 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have we announced anything officially on what we're going to do on the 3rd, or is that just?
I say you do it.
Is that still on the shelf? A lot of things are happening, but we haven't announced anything, right?
We haven't announced anything.
We're going to have something nice on September 3rd. I mean,
very soon, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll wait till Anthony and John get back.
You think if we FaceTime Michael during a commercial, like we see that the Yankees are in commercial,
and we
FaceTime Michael, would he answer?
It really depends on who's FaceTime. If it's you, he might not.
Might not.
Well, just because maybe he'd think it's an accident. I don't know.
What if it's Andrew?
No, then he thinks someone's dead. Then he'll answer with fear.
He'd be very
It's
upset.
funny. We had
What
a
happened?
big-time New York sports radio host who was unceremoniously let go by the other station. Like, call us during a break. I thought that was nice the other day.
Mm-hmm.
So things happen during breaks, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was able to call during a break. We could send a video message to Michael, try to talk to him between innings. Oh, and by the way, it looks like they're not going to start the game till 10 o'clock tonight. They got the tarp on the field in Baltimore.
Oh, he'll be doing nothing.
Oh, so he might just be sitting around.
Might just be sitting around.
Be singing in the rain.
If they're in a rain delay and he doesn't answer, done.
Oh.
Fair?
Oh,
Cut
we
off.
know they're because you know
If
he's
he's
doing
in a
nothing.
rain delay.
Because in a rain delay, he does not. He's sitting in the room
And he doesn't answer and doesn't get back to us within like 30 minutes.
Bad guy.
Bad guy.
Yeah.
All right. 1-800-919-3776. Jets and Giants spoke. We've got ENN coming up at 6 o'clock. It's Don Anna Rosenberg taking you up until 7 o'clock here on ESPN New York.
Experience matters more. The Allure Group is redefining rehabilitation and long-term care across New York with 6 convenient locations. Their expert clinicians create personalized care plans to help you recover, rebuild, and get back to what matters most. From short-term rehab to long-term care, Allure is committed to comfort, dignity, and results. To learn more, visit allurecare.com. The Allure Group, where care meets compassion.
Tricon Construction is growing across New Jersey, delivering larger, more complex commercial projects with the precision today's developers expect. Because when the timelines, capital, and reputation are all on the line, you need more than a contractor. You need a true construction partner. Tricon brings experienced leadership, disciplined project management, and a team built around accountability and execution. From planning to completion, they build with purpose, professionalism, and pride. For serious commercial projects, build with Tricon. Visit triconbuilds.com. That's triconbuilds.com.
Hey, it's Michael K. Not sleeping? Well, it could be your mattress. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step mattress fitting process so that your new bed fits you perfectly. They guarantee it. And in-home delivery on any mattress $399 and up, it's free. Come in for a complimentary mattress consultation and get a free travel neck pillow, no purchase required. So do what I do and get to PC Richard & Son today for your new mattress. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
John always listens to his truck. So when his brakes start talking, he goes to AutoZone, where a helpful AutoZoner gets him the right parts. If John has time to put them in, he borrows a kit with Loan-A-Tool. And if he doesn't, he gets a free shop referral. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Deposit required for Loan-A-Tool. Restrictions apply.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46. And I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
This is a special notice to U.S. taxpayers owing $10,000 or more to the IRS. Tax Relief Advocates is urgently notifying taxpayers that tax relief initiatives are now available that may significantly reduce or eliminate what you owe. If you're afraid of an IRS lien, levy, or wage garnishment, don't lose hope. You can now take advantage of these current relief programs to end all collections, reduce the amount you owe, and resolve your tax problem. Even if you have years of unfiled tax returns or are already in a payment plan, you may still qualify for significant relief. Struggling taxpayers can now get relief they need during these hard economic times. A hotline has been established by tax relief advocates for you to call and see what you qualify for. They are A+ rated with the BBB and have over 1,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait. Call 800-575-9087. 800-575-9087. That's 800-575-9087 or simply visit TRA.com.
Congratulations, New York. The Knicks did it. Through battle after battle, they dominated to become this year's NBA champions. Day in and day out, the hard work paid off, and you were there every step of the way. Enjoy the crown. Own it, because this year is your year. A part of your legacy that will never be forgotten. So celebrate this moment, show your pride, and shop the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
ESPN New York and MSG Network are joining forces.
Big news, Jazz hands.
Start your mornings with DiPietro and Rothenberg, live on the MSG Network. Then stick around for Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg, live on MSG every afternoon.
We are beyond excited to start simulcasting on MSG Networks.
So think about this real quick second. You got us in the morning 6 to 10. You got our afternoon show 3 to 7. And then right after that, you're talking Knicks, you're talking Rangers.
Yo, yeah. You wake up, you pop it on again, and there we are, waiting for you. Good morning.
ESPN New York and MSG Network, together like never before. It all starts Tuesday, September 8th.
The New York Red Bulls take on the Philadelphia Union on Saturday, August 29th at Sports Illustrated Stadium. And it's presented by the New Jersey Lottery because it's going to be anime night. Arrive early for the Boulevard at 4 p.m. for food trucks, games, fun for the family, and a free match day poster while supplies last. When gates open, the first 10,000 fans can score a free YUGIOH card pack. I'm being performative because they're phonetically spelling it for me. But why we would have had Harvey here. He would have been able to tell us. UGO? Is that who it is?
Yeah, UGO. Yeah.
Marlevy.
No, for your chance to win a family 4-pack of tickets, enter now at ESPNNewYork.com or through the ESPN New York app. Kickoff is set for 7:30 p.m. Bring your crew and make it a night to remember. Get your tickets today at NewYorkRedBulls.com. Pretty cool moment, and I got home in time for it. Mason Rencone's game-winning home run for Bayonne last night against Massachusetts.
What a moment.
New Jersey advances in the Little League World Series. And, you know, I'm watching the game, and they're literally he's leading off the sixth. He had pitched. He had given up a home run earlier. And they're talking about, like, they shouldn't pitch to him. Like, that's how good he was at that moment.
Didn't pitch to him.
Yeah.
You know that, right? Like, they didn't pitch to him.
Right. And,
he's that good.
And they were talking on the broadcast about maybe it's a good idea to not pitch to him, even though he's leading off the inning and it's a tie game. It's the bottom of the sixth inning, but that's how good Mason is. And he threw one pitch outside, so it looked like, okay, he's going to pitch around him. He's not going to intentionally walk him. Mm-hmm. But then he threw a fastball by him. And now it's 1-1, and I think the kid from Massachusetts felt like, okay, I just threw one by him. And then he tried again, and it didn't work. Mm-hmm. And he hit it straight away center field for the home run. So Bayonne advances. Bayonne's the team that beat the Long Island team that we were talking about a couple of weeks ago. Mm-hmm. So they advanced, so congratulations. It's always fun this time of year to see these kids. I'm always kind of on the fence, having a son of my own, of having these games on national television. In a way, it's really cool. These kids get a ton of exposure. But at the same time, you know, breaking it down, having them play in that kind of pressure situation, I always worry it could, like, break a kid. You know, like, how would I feel if my son gives up that home run and the world gets to see it? It's one thing when it happens in front of other parents.
Think about yourself. How would you have been? You've been so stoked to be just in that environment, right?
Oh, I would totally
You'd be
stoked.
upset
But
to
you're
give up
not
a home run,
failing.
but I don't think you're focusing on.
But you're failing on a grand stage.
They really celebrate these kids well, though.
No,
make sure
the broadcast. We do a terrific job with the broadcast.
Yeah.
But and ultimately, I'm for it. My son plays in Little League, but I just put myself in that situation of we celebrate Rincon for hitting the home run, but it came off of a pitcher that everybody gets to see it. It's not a handful of parents at a Little League game on a Saturday at 11 o'clock in the morning. It's 6 o'clock at night on a Wednesday, and millions of people are watching this, so you're failing on the grandest stage there is. And you could say, well, that's preparing them. Some of these kids, we saw Chris Drury, win a Little League World Series and become a hockey player and become a Stanley Cup champion. We've seen major leaguers come out of this.
Bellinger played.
Yeah, Bellinger played. And the first major leaguer to make it that came from a Little League team? Carl Yastrzemski. So Carl Yastrzemski was the first player to make it to the major leagues that played in Little League.
Not everybody played Little League? Yastrzemski was from Bridgeport.
Right, but not everybody.
Not Bridgeport, Bridgehampton.
Yeah, not everybody, I guess, played Little League. It wasn't as big then because he would have came up in like the early 60s.
Oh, yeah.
But
I didn't know that.
But the point I'm making is that it could groom you if you're going to go on your way. But you're talking about like 12-year-old kids. It's a lot. It is a lot. It's a lot to fail on that kind of a stage, and you'd hate to see some careers are made and some are broken to realize I can't handle it. It's a lot. It's a lot to put on a kid's plate. And you're right. The way the broadcast is, it's not done like a major league game, and they're not criticizing the players and all. But it's a moment. And when you have a hero, you can't have a hero without a GOAT. So I always kind of feel for the kid that gives up the home run or the kid that commits the error or the kid that doesn't make the play. You feel bad for him. And you saw how downtrodden those kids were when they walked off the field.
That's the part you worry about is a fly ball that he drops or a grounder that, he misplays. That you'd feel terrible for because that's one of those errors that you're not getting away from. But I don't know. I just think the experience of it has to be just amazing and a lot of fun and something you'll never forget.
I'm staring at the size of Evan Cohen's tie on First Take. I'm flabbergasted.
He has a large tie.
Take a look. Hold on. Look at the width of that tie. Are you kidding me?
Oh, wow.
Did you hear Alan's authentic? That was sincere. You heard that, right? Oh, wow. People all of a sudden, people are doing that, though. They're bringing back like these 80s ties.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
We're not.
Yeah, we're not.
Now, I'm not saying you have to stay in the thin. We were in a space where ties were very, very thin. I get it. You don't have to go all the way thin tie.
Well, it's not a keyboard tie. He didn't go all 80s.
But you can't.
He's got a striped tie there. That's a little.
That was. Yeah. No. Schefter's right in the right spot. If you see, they'll cut to Schefter. He's right in the middle. It looks normal.
There's a tie, and then there's a bib. That
No, exactly. Maya wears something like that, and it's got a slop pouch connected to it,
those are great.
and everything falls in there.
The slop pouch is
it's
pretty
a beautiful thing. But no,
there's more in there than on the plate.
Usually.
The Little League World Series thing is interesting. I cannot fathom at that age being involved in something that serious. I'm not saying I wouldn't have loved it. I think maybe I would have. But it is kind of interesting to even picture.
But were you as serious about something? That's the thing, is when you're that age, sometimes I'm a goofball. This is fun.
That's most people.
I remember.
I'm not locked in.
Here's the thing.
No,
listen, I'm a weirdo. I'm the one that doesn't want to slap high fives after I miss a foul shot. All right? I'm a weirdo.
I agree with that.
I remember every mistake I made on the field. Any error.
You mean from your childhood?
Yes. In a Little League moment, on the basketball court, anything that I did, that it sticks with you. And I just couldn't imagine if I had done it on national television. I had a ground ball during a playoff game go between my legs at shortstop. It cost us a run. I remember it. I remember my dad coming out and said, "Don't worry about it. We'll get him." I remember it. I was 12 years old. We're talking about 46 years ago. I remember it. I don't know. Would I be able to handle that if I went to school the next day and everybody's telling me that they watched that on TV?
You're going to get that. Well, it's not the next day. It's the summer.
But but I'm just
still. It's a big deal.
It's
a lot. But by the way, the first NARP that walks up to you in September, early in school. Hey, I saw that in August. It was weeks ago.
But you know what?
That you slap him in the face.
And honestly, most people probably just think it's pretty cool that you played on TV.
But
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's not even
the first guy that wants to bring it up.
No, it's not. He's not
that guy.
Honestly, I don't even want to hear. Oh, don't worry about it, Don. Just the fact that they saw it.
Wow.
It's just me.
But life is mistakes, man.
I know, and you learn from the mistakes,
from
obviously. But listen, I'm grown up now, and now my mistakes happen on the air where we have an audience, right? So I probably learned from it. I'm just telling you at that age. It was probably those mistakes helped mold who I was.
Right.
But they didn't happen in front of millions of people. You know? It's
tough. It's tough.
But still, it happened in front of millions of people. Millions of people.
Pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome.
Let's go to Frank in Newark. You're on ESPN New York. What's up, Frank?
Hey guys, I wanted to bring something up for that guy Thursday. A couple of weeks ago, it was the Knicks and the Cavaliers in the playoffs. You know, the Knicks had that good winning momentum going into the playoffs, and me and my fiance go into one of our favorite bars to go watch the game. So one side of the bar near the TV is. We're about to approach it, and the bartender says, "Oh, that section's reserved. Somebody made a reservation." Okay, fair enough. So we sit on the other side, on the opposite side of the bar, where you would literally get crook neck from trying to watch the game. All of a sudden, the guy whose reservation, the guy who reserved that section, shows up, acts like a big shot, says, "I got a reservation. I got a reservation." Walks in, walks to the corner, and alleges that he wanted the reservation so he could watch the game comfortably. Well, we go into later that night. The Knicks I think they were down by 15, and I'm across the bar trying to even see the game. Mind you, my glasses were broken, so I couldn't really see it that well. Well, point being, the guy sat there. I guess he wanted to make a reservation to impress his lady friend, and I can tell you, I don't think he ever actually knew the score of the game because he was not watching the game directly. He was there more focused on his lady friend and not even paying attention to the game. And I'd be surprised if he could even tell you 6 players that are on the Knicks team this year. So
he was being that guy.
He was definitely being that guy.
He was being that guy.
But you know what's interesting, Frank? And unfortunately, we're up against it.
Not that phone call.
Listen, he made a reservation. He could do what he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that you know what?
He planned it.
That is the thing. You really. First of all, that story was horrid. But second of all, that.
I was hoping for something.
Yeah,
like
I was just waiting, and then I punched him right in his nose.
Oh, that'd be
Not
great.
just, and then we watched the game. I don't even think he was into it. Okay, but the thing is, I hate to say this, he's kind of the caller's kind of that guy because you got to take the L.
Yep, he made the reservation. He can do what he wants with it. Football, Harbaugh, AG, John Hahn and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
There are a million reasons to love New York. Making your budget stretch isn't one of them. According to an independent study, Amazon prices average 14% lower than other retailers. Get food, fashion, furniture, and more shipped straight to your building. Plus, another study found Amazon Prescription Pass customers pay nearly 1/3 less out of pocket. Learn more at aboutamazon.com.
Hey, it's Peter Rosenberg. This summer, I made a decision. Instead of just living with my pain, I wanted to find out what was actually causing it. That's why I went to see Dr. Jay Shah at Samwell Pain. What I liked right away was his approach. He takes the time to understand what's going on and builds a treatment plan that's right for you without jumping straight to surgery. If you're dealing with back pain, neck pain, sciatica, or joint pain, it's worth having the conversation. With offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, getting care is convenient no matter where you are. Go to samwellpain.com to learn more or schedule an appointment.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Hey, Yankees fans! Join us at Yankee Stadium on Friday, August 21st, as the Yankees take on the Toronto Blue Jays. And don't miss Cody Bellinger Bobblehead Night, presented by T-Mobile. The first 18,000 guests through the gates will take home an exclusive Cody Bellinger bobblehead. Get here early, grab the giveaway, and cheer on the Bronx Bombers. Tickets are available now at Yankees.com/tickets.
And now it's time for traffic. Here's Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. We're going to start off in Jersey. 1 and 9 southbound still shut down in Jersey City. Everything blocked by County Road. It's an ongoing accident investigation. Definitely want to avoid that approach if you're heading over to the inbound Holland. Traffic is stopped from 495 in North Bergen. Inbound Georgia, about 15 to 20 for both the upper and lower decks. Cross Bronx eastbound keeps you on the brakes. A broken down car in the right lane by 3rd Avenue. Worst of it's the outbound George. Cross Bronx westbound. Slam there from White Plains Road on through. Outbound Lincoln will run you a half hour plus. Outbound Holland close to a 40-minute ride. And Newark, LaGuardia, and Kennedy airports all reporting big delays. That's because of the weather moving through. This report is sponsored by AirTasker. Mornings at the house are impossible, and now the sink starts leaking. So post tasks on AirTasker. Soon the sink is fixed and you're out the door. Go to airtasker.com or download the app today. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
When's the last time payroll was the easy part of your week? With Gusto, it can be. Gusto is the all-in-one platform designed to take the hassle out of managing your team, from payroll and compliance to hiring, onboarding, and more. With Gusto, you can get back 2 full days each month with all the time you've saved. Go to gusto.com today and learn why over 500,000 small businesses choose Gusto. That's GUSTO.com. Gusto.com. Rich Eisen here with some advice. If high-interest credit card debt is grinding you down, it might be time to call an audible with a SoFi personal loan. It consolidates your debt into one low monthly payment with no fees required. And with as soon as the same-day funding, you can make the right play fast. Call an audible on your debt today at SoFi.com/debtplay. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891. Fast funds terms apply at SoFi.com/debtplay.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
504 in the big city. Don Hahn and Rosenberg with you until 7. We've got the big news, in case you missed it yesterday, for all the sports fans, and especially our fans. DiPietro and Rothenberg and Don Hahn and Rosenberg are coming to MSG Networks. And I don't know if you showed up yet, Peter, but we had a little bit of a moment.
What?
MSG was on.
Oh, yeah.
And in John Winthrop's office, and we're ready, finishing lunch or whatever.
I was there.
And MSG was on, and on the bottom line, it had that our show was coming on.
I saw
that
it.
Was cool.
Yeah,
lower third.
On the lower third.
Exciting news.
No, it's going to be
our names right there.
It's going to be a game changer.
Yes.
I feel that way.
Starts Tuesday, September 8th. You can catch the morning show, the afternoon show simulcasted across MSG Networks, television, and digital platforms, too. Don't forget that, so you can watch it on the DAZN app and all that. You can still catch us on 880. You can still catch us on the ESPN New York app, YouTube, and more. But we are beyond excited to start simulcasting on MSG Network, which will give our shows an even bigger platform to reach all of our fans. Don't miss out. It's all starting September 8th on MSG Networks. All right, you want to start with Gangrene or Big Blue? What say you?
It's tough.
I have an opinion.
I say we go green.
I think we go green as well because we got breaking news earlier. It was broken, I believe, on the K show that Geno Smith is going to start the game. There was no conversation on how long he'll play. You know, if it were me, I'd like to see him for 2 quarters. He didn't play the first preseason game. Likely he's not going to play the last one.
2 quarters?
Why not have him play the full half? He's going to be the starting quarterback. He didn't play at all last week.
2 quarters.
Yes. Yeah. Well, Peter, am I wrong to think that my starting quarterback, who probably won't play much against the Giants next week?
I don't want to get hurt.
I would think 2 quarters would be a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I would think a quarter.
Quarter.
Yeah. And I think
so you're comfortable.
I would
with
want
Geno Smith playing 1 quarter of football, because I don't know if he's going to play the final. I don't think anybody's going to play the final preseason game. Maybe. So let's say he plays a quarter next week. So he'll play 2 quarters going into this season that I think the success and failure pretty much rides on Geno Smith. I think we were happy with the team. You want to know what kind of quarterback you're going to play. Everybody wants
if you are
Klubnik to play, and now you're going to have him play the majority of the downs in the preseason?
If he's not playing it all in Game 3? Because I forgot. Did they change it now, and they do play some in Game 3 now?
No.
It's over.
No.
3 is treated like
for
4.
The practice squad.
Sorry,
guys
3 is treated like 4,
yeah.
and 2 is treated like 3.
Yes.
So I will say this.
This is dress rehearsal.
Since this is the end, I would say then Don's right. I'd be fine with up to 2 quarters.
So play the first half.
Yeah, I'd be fine with
Guy
that.
with the foot injury already has me concerned, right? And then coming off the foot injury, his practices have not been clean.
Yeah.
You know what
All
I mean?
the more reason he needs to play.
Yeah,
think?
exactly. I mean, and now here's where I'm going to go conspiracy theory.
Okay.
If I see him play just 1 quarter and go, it almost feels like I don't want him to be awful too much here because now I'm going to create the quarterback controversy right out of the box, right? Klubnik played great in the first preseason game, right? Was 5 of 7, had a couple of touchdown drives. So if I play Geno Smith 1 quarter and then he comes in second quarter and it has a similar performance, somebody's got to play quarterback in the final preseason game, and all of a sudden this kid gets 4-5 quarters under his belt, looks great. Geno Smith plays 1 very average preseason quarter. You might actually have a quarterback controversy on your hands, right? Like, so if he plays the 2 quarters, if he plays the 1 quarter, don't give too much. Let's not have him do anything crazy, because if he goes out there and throws a couple of picks, let's say he has a Zappy game where he throws a pick 6,
yeah,
and then Cade comes in and has 2 more touchdown drives.
Gonna get loud.
The instant quarterback controversy. Now, I'm not saying you should ever coach or make decisions based on what the fans think, but if you don't see him play, to me, I'm thinking they're worried he's going to look bad and the fans are going to turn on him. But if I don't really care what the fans think, I want this kid. He's 36. I want him to play. I want him to get as much reps as possible in front of people with the number ones. Go out there, have a time. So on opening day against Tennessee, everybody agrees that's a big game against Tennessee. Let's get the ball rolling here, man. You signed him. You believe in him. And let's not forget, Klubnik's a 4th-round pick.
Yep.
If he's a 1st or 2nd-round pick, you're going to be itching to get him in there. Even though you traded up to the 4th round, and many people believe he should have been a 1st-round pick, he stayed in school too long, whatever, blah, blah, blah. He's a 4th-round pick. You don't bend over backwards to give opportunities to 4th-round picks, man. You got Geno Smith, let him play. But I have a feeling you're going to be right, and he's going to play 1 quarter and be done.
But you do want to find rhythm. And that's the most important thing. And you're not finding it right now in practice, according to what everybody's saying, reporters-wise, that are watching and seeing and all that stuff and keeping all the stats, of course. But I'm with you in the fact that he's got to have one series where, okay, this looks good.
Yeah.
Like he's in a rhythm now. Because there's a lot of talent here. Now, you're already now without Breece Hall. He's got that, but you got to deal with that already. So there is sort of this concern as well, is like, let's not lose anybody else. And because he had the foot injury and he hasn't really been right since, that does bother me. But the Klubnik thing is really interesting because at some point during the season, if something happens to Geno, he's your backup quarterback. He has no experience. And while you're excited about what he's been able to show in preseason, we all know it's preseason.
Yes.
But, Don, there was something that continues to – the Jets feel like a team that is good enough to be good, but not good enough to be great.
Yeah.
And that leaves you on a bit of a treadmill, doesn't it? We already played the who you taking out game yesterday late in the show when it comes to the Giants making the playoffs. Look at the NFC. The NFC's tough. Who's coming out if the Giants are going in? When you look at the AFC, it might be a little bit easier or the same to play that game. But I just look at the Jets as we still don't know what their long-term solution is at the most important position they have with an offense that has skilled players who aren't kids anymore. They're going like Hall, G. Like these guys are moving into their prime now. So are you really going to wait and draft a young quarterback? But you can't if you're picked 12.
Right. No, they're in a nebulous situation.
They have 3 first, but they're not going to be bad enough to be top 5.
Don't even think about that. I mean, they talk about it on the morning show too because Rick's a big Jet fan, and
it's got me rattled about the season.
But I think you stay focused.
On what?
Right.
What?
Yeah, on what are you focusing on?
Yeah.
Focused on just getting back in the game. Have a winning season. Find out if you've got a coach, and then you'll work out the quarterback in 27.
How?
Whether you're trading up, whether you're getting but you're not making that decision now. Geno Smith is not your answer.
We know this.
You know this. But
It's
Geno
just right
Smith
now.
is your quarterback right now.
Right
He
now.
was brought in here because the Jets want to see if they can get themselves a winning season. It's been one winning season in 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a decade since they've had a winning season.
Yes.
It's time to get back on the rails.
And
Like
at
I
the
said about
number 2
Giants
pick in
for
the
Jets.
draft, they didn't see a quarterback that was going to provide that for them in
Is
the
it going to be
draft.
Baker Mayfield? Is it going to be
But we've heard
Joe
they have
Burrow?
But we've heard that's not the path they
True.
want to go
All
on.
right, then it's going to be.
Well, that's what Samini said.
It's going to be a pick, but they've made it clear that they are trying to win games because they want to know if they've got a coach. So that's probably going to play you out of drafting high. You're probably going to have to trade picks, but they acquired all of this draft capital that they could trade up. Who are the teams that are going to be bad this year? You figure
The Jets.
Miami's going to be bad. Miami's got their quarterback, right?
Yeah, they hope so.
Arizona's
They hope
probably going to be bad. They just drafted Beck. Like, there are going to be teams.
Yeah, but
maybe Tennessee's bad. They're not going to draft another quarterback.
Atlanta could be bad, and they desperately need
All
a
right,
quarterback.
but there's multiple quarterbacks out there, so it's not like you're waiting for Trevor Lawrence. I know everybody wants Arch Manning, but there are other quarterbacks to get. So I'm sure
Well,
there's
there's a
going to be
lot.
somebody in the top 3 that's not going to need a quarterback that you could trade up for, and maybe you're lucky enough that they've got the first pick, and then you trade up.
So what you're saying is
but
one
that
way or another,
can't-
you're trading. You're using your plethora of picks to
move
get a
up.
quarterback.
To get a
some way or another.
Exactly.
You might have to
And-
use them to move
right.
up, or you might have to use them to trade for a guy.
And as you're playing Tennessee on opening day, one has nothing to do with the other, okay? You can't do any of that stuff until next offseason. Geno Smith is not your answer. So it's not like Geno Smith's going to play so well
But
that
this
you're going to
is-
decide not to go get a quarterback. So all you're focused on right now, if I'm a Jet fan, let's get some wins. Let's find out if we've got a good coach here, all right? Let's use some of the talent we have. Let's win 7-8 games. Let's play some meaningful games in December. And then we show the world, hey, look, we're back. We're a good team.
And
we're
now-
trending up.
And now
we're going to get a
we're going
quarterback.
to start over again with the most important position on the team.
But it's going
we're
to
going to move on from this
It could
guy.
be Arch Manning, or maybe they change their mind and go, Baker Mayfield wants out, or maybe Joe Burrow declares,
But
I'm
if
not
you're-
playing for
but-
Cincinnati. But you'll have options. But none of that is going to happen in September of 2026. So focus on just getting back to being a team. Because I'm telling you,
But that's
winning
the
2
problem
games,
with-
firing Aaron
This
Glenn.
is the treadmill, though. But this is
That's
what
the-
Alan's talking about.
that's
is that
the treadmill.
So you're saying all this stuff, but
It's not the treadmill.
it is.
Yes, it is.
Focus on it. Great.
No,
they go 8
no.
and 9.
The treadmill.
Then you got to try to put
No.
piecemeal the picks and get.
I disagree. The treadmill.
Don, you telling me that the Yankees are in a good spot
Right.
is one thing.
Look,
Telling me that the Jets are in a good spot is a whole other bill of
I'm
goods.
not telling you they're in a good spot. I'm agreeing with you that it's an odd spot to be in. But the treadmill is winning 3 games, and now you're firing your head coach, trying to find some other head coach, hoping
No,
and
that's
praying.
not good. No.
Right.
No one's for them losing.
Right.
No, you can't.
No one's for that.
So if you're for winning, then start winning. And if you start winning, that means you now that Aaron Glenn's a good coach.
But what we
and that
need-
Frank Reich is a good offensive coordinator who could develop a quarterback. And now you feel like you're in a good place that whether you're trading up in the draft or going after a veteran, that you are now in a place that quarterback is going to get you to where you need to go.
I think if you're Allen, though, or a Jet fan, I'd also, that sounds cool. It's cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'd also like to know that Rich Cimini's initial thoughts are wrong and they would be open to signing someone.
Well-
Because a really frustrating thing would be you put together a 9-8 season. You say, we do think we have the coach. We like what we've got here. I would so much rather than move in another better veteran to replace Geno than start from scratch. Because just because
I
Glenn's
agree.
successful with Geno doesn't mean he can develop the next quarterback.
No, I agree with you.
So I
And
would
when
really
we
hope
had
they're
Rich
open to
on,
that.
when we had Rich on when you were off, Rich did concede the fact that, hey,
Yeah.
if they end up winning 9 games and can't draft the quarterback, and the price is too rich to move up, because who knows? Maybe Atlanta's sitting there at one going, all right, give me all 3 of your first-round picks in 27 and your first-rounder in 28. Be like, no. I'm not going that far. Or Arch Manning, God forbid, gets hurt. Or none of these quarterbacks end up having great years. that you could always pivot and say, hey, Baker Mayfield just declared to Tampa, I'm never playing for you again. And now maybe they'll take two of your first-round picks, and you can get Baker Mayfield. Or Joe Burrow decides, hey, I'm on out of Cincinnati, and Cincinnati's all right, just give us the Indianapolis pick. I'm just talking about that maybe they can pivot to a veteran. But none of that can get solved until after the offseason. The other box you've got to check is, do I have a coach? And the only way you have a coach is if you go out there and you win some games. And so that's what I think you got to be focused on, is win, and then all the other stuff is going to figure itself out by the time you get to the summer. But if you're going to give me the old, well, they'll screw it up. Well, then I don't know what to tell you.
Well,
because they're probably going to screw it up. Yeah, they'll get the veteran and he'll tear his Achilles. They'll draft Arch Manning and he'll turn out to be a complete bust. I don't have an answer for that, because if the answer is whatever they do is going to screw it up, then okay, I don't know what to tell you.
But that's what history tells you. The problem is the trust, and I understand what you're saying, and it all makes sense. All right, but the treadmill part of this is part of the frustration, because it's just been this continuing thing that they go through. They have tried to draft quarterbacks. We know that the Sam Darnold thing, we already talked about chapter and verse, all right, how that thing, they had a guy, he could have been a guy. He actually did win a Super Bowl just with another team. Problem is he had to stop at 3 other places before he learned how to play quarterback, or at least got comfortable enough to lead a team. So the timing wasn't right. You can't really blame the organization there. The Zach Wilson pick was a god-awful pick. The problem is when you look at that year and you look at the draft class after number 1, you realize no one out of that draft. Think about it. That draft class, quarterback-wise, for the Jets, that should have set them up for the future, because there was a lot of names in that draft class. You realize after Trevor Lawrence, no one has become anything for their own team. No. In fact, I don't even know how many of them are still with their original draft teams.
None of them.
Right, think about it.
And then even Trevor Lawrence didn't really live up to what he was supposed to be, can't miss.
Yeah, he was a generational pick, and he still hasn't gotten there yet. So there's that. But I think what now you're in, though, is what the Jets do a lot, which is they have built out a roster with talent. They're able to get some pieces that you're like, these are some good players. And it starts to look like something, and you realize the missing piece is the most important one, but you can't get it now in the draft because they're not going to be bad enough to get it in a draft like this. So that's why the Rodgers thing made sense for the Jets, because they had a pretty good roster, and adding Rodgers should have at least gotten them over the top. Short term, but they got to win. Geno Smith is not obviously Aaron Rodgers, but it's also short term. How do they solve the problem? That's why I'm with you and not with Rich Cimini and saying, I think we've got to let go. Because I heard a caller do this with Dan Grossa earlier today, saying the Jets aren't going to be in a place where they can draft a quarterback, because that's got to come out of your brain now. They're not getting a quarterback in the draft unless they give up a lot of draft picks to move up and get a top 5 pick with a team that doesn't need one.
Yeah.
That's going to cost you a lot. Or you hope that your opportunity will be what you just said. The Jets look like a functioning franchise with a head coach that figured it out and everybody loves personally, and a lot of talent on the team, that a journeyman like Geno Smith had a reasonably successful season because the talent around him was so freaking good and the offensive line was great.
Right.
And now I'm a quarterback somewhere in the league that is going, I want an opportunity, I want it in a big market, and they look ready for me. That's what you're waiting for.
That's what you need.
But but that's, again, unpredictable. Because if you don't have that guy show up next April or next March, what do you have?
Right.
You're starting all over. Well, now I got to find somebody else to fill that hole. Yeah, and hopefully I can win. This is what Minnesota's been doing.
Yeah, it just you're and you also want to find out, do I have a coach, and I want to win games, and I want to be attractive to free agents. I mean, you got all this money, $100 million of cap space.
They're going to
all
have
these
a ton
picks.
to spend.
But if you just keep losing and keep changing coaches, and you've got an owner that's whack, then that means I don't want to go there.
Yes,
like, we heard that Arch Manning would not pull a Peyton Manning and not go to the Jets if he's drafted by him.
Well, not. It's not the Jets. It's just overall.
Right.
There won't be a power play.
There won't be a power play. But you know, who knows if it's another disastrous season with all these other quarterbacks. But like, I'm not going to the Jets. You got to build something here. Now, you were talking about Klubnik and what he can end up being.
Yeah.
Aaron Glenn, where he's impressed with the 4th round pick.
That's exactly him growing. And the mistakes that he made in the game that those same mistakes don't show up. And that's what you want to see with everybody. And I know we're speaking on Cade right now. And listen, I think every time he practices, he's getting better and better and better. But I also like the fact that those mistakes that he make in practice, we're able to coach him, and he understands those mistakes. I think that's the number one thing when it comes to any player is, man, when those mistakes happen, let's attack those mistakes right now. Let's make sure we clean it up. And let's make sure he understands the why behind the mistake. I think that's the most important part for any player is understanding the why behind it. And I think that's when you improve the most.
And Glenn also talked about the depth and mentality of the Jets roster.
With that being said, do you like the increased depth on the roster that you've seen?
Absolutely. And it's something that just happening to us. It happened to every team. Is the injuries are going to happen, and listen, there's always going to be a talent drop off. You know, when you go from your top guy to the next guy, but the mentality doesn't have to change. The mentality could be the exact same. And I think that's the one way that you keep your team afloat when you do have injuries. To where, okay, is the talent down? Yes, but this league is about mentality. You know, and how guys can come in and actually play the same way that the guy in front of him was playing. So, and we talk about that quite a bit, and I've experienced that quite a bit in this league. So, yes, building the depth and also building the mentality of the players that you have.
I like that. That to me is nirvana for any coach, because if I lose a player, I can plug in another player. He knows exactly what to do, and he can do it the same way.
The depth teams.
Now, talent is different, 1s to 2s, and obviously,
right.
But at least I know when I send you in, you can do all the same
Especially
things.
in football. Guys are going to get hurt.
Oh,
and I'm not
it's
talking about out for game. I'm talking about miss a couple of series or that, hey, I can lose an offensive lineman for a series and not be a mitigated disaster.
Right. It's not noticeable.
You know, or one game or a couple of games I could survive.
Yeah.
Harbaugh, Burns, and Dart spoke. We'll hear from them. 1-800-919-3776. Of course, always the number to call. Peter's ready with an ENN at 6 o'clock.
Geared up like you dream about.
We'll take you up till 7 o'clock. Full frontal today. Hahn and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
ESPN New York and MSG Network are joining forces.
Big news, Jazz hands.
Start your mornings with DiPietro and Rothenberg live on the MSG Network. Then stick around for Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live on MSG every afternoon.
We are beyond excited to start simulcasting on MSG Networks.
So think about this for a quick second. You got us in the morning 6 to 10. You got our afternoon show 3 to 7. And then right after that, you're talking Knicks, you're talking Rangers.
Yo, yeah. You wake up, you pop it on again, and there we are, waiting for you. Good morning.
ESPN New York and MSG Network, together like never before. It all starts Tuesday, September 8th.
There you were, surrounded by fans. Everybody remembers the game. Nobody remembers the guy coughing behind you. Till a few days later, at 2 a.m., you wake up with a fever and your throat's on fire. Now what? Urgent care? Closed. ER? Slammed. Telehealth? Maybe, but the pharmacy's closed. You needed a medical emergency kit. These aren't first aid kits. They contain essential prescriptions used for over 30 common conditions. Sinus and ear infection, UTIs, stomach bugs, traveler's diarrhea, and more on hand before you need them. Use your doctor-developed guidebook to select the right prescription or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. It's like an urgent care and drugstore at home. When you're sick, traveling, or stranded, you'll wish you'd ordered a medical emergency kit. Order online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
D'Agostino Law Bite Back. This is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates. Did you know Social Security takes money out of every paycheck you earn? Paycheck after paycheck. And you're not supposed to touch that money until you're 67? What if you can't work? What if you need that money now? The system is challenging and most people get denied. That's a fact. D'Agostino & Associates has the experience to win, and we win a lot. If you filed for Social Security disability benefits and were denied, let us appeal. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. Bite back means fight back. 1-800-248-3222. We'll fight to get you paid. D'Agostino & Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and handles Social Security disability claims and appeals. Remember, if you've been denied, call us first. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino & Associates. We win a lot.
Hey, let me ask you something. Would you seat your 3-year-old child on a windowsill? Would you seat them beside a lit fireplace or by the deep end of a pool? One last question. Would you seat your child in a car seat that's not correct for them? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Secure their future. Seat them in the correct car seat. For more information, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
Sponsored by the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever. Meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets. So go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. Definitely want to stay away from the Hutch in the Bronx. Northbound, a car fire being worked on right before the drawbridge. FDNY is on the scene. 2 lanes are out. You're crawling there from before Pelham Parkway. Span was also in the open position not too long ago. Southbound said just bumper to bumper heading into Co-op City. Best of it's the outbound George Henry Hudson. Second choice West Side Highway northbound. Some slowdowns from the 70s. Inbound George going to run you about 20 to 30 minutes using 8095. Better from the 4 and 46 approaches. Outbound Lincoln will run you 20 to 30 minutes. Outbound Hahn at least a half hour. Slow go at the Tappan Zee Bridge getting into Rockland County. Weather has you heavy on 287 westbound from 22 in White Plains. This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Visit MAD.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Hey, it's Wendy here. Are you looking to rebound from your high-interest credit card debt? A SoFi personal loan could help. Consolidate your debt with a SoFi personal loan into one low monthly payment, and you could save money on interest over time. And with as soon as the same day funding, you could hit the ground running ASAP. Apply today with no fees required at SoFi.com/debt rebound. Loans originated by SoFi Bank. NA member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891. Fast funds terms apply at SoFi.com/debt rebound.
Harry Douglas here to help you get in on the sweet life with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. It's that classic throwback cotton candy flavor, but with 0 sugar and a 5-hour energy boost. I keep these with me so I can tackle that sweet tooth with a tasty caffeine kick and no guilty sugary aftermath. Bring on the sweetness with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy Shots. Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. Available online at 5hourenergy.com or Amazon.
Don and Rosenberg with you till 7 o'clock here on ESPN New York, having some fun until 7. So we're full frontal today and tomorrow. And, oh, by the way, Monday, because the Mets are off on Monday.
Monday, too.
Perfect. So you're getting
4 straight.
4.
This is what we want.
Solid, strong, throbbing Harry out.
Wait a minute.
Wait, hold on.
Wait a minute.
That was too far.
Why is it
Don,
too
that
far?
was-
All right, you know what?
Strong, you could have
I
stopped.
enjoy 4 hours more than you, I guess.
Listen, I had to dump that
listen.
just to be on the safe side.
After,
What?
Yeah.
I dumped it just to be on the safe
Listen,
side.
Don, after 4 hours, you should consult the physician.
Now we can be in lockstep. He dumped that.
Well,
ask the YouTube
no,
chat.
I
Was
think
that dumpable?
It was. I think that's probably a step too far. But he's been trained by the dump master, Anthony, who if he sees you, if he sees us look
What
like we
did
have
I say?
emotion on our face, he starts hitting dump. So we live in an era now. It used to be like better safe than sorry. Now it's what's beyond better safe than sorry. It's like better just dead air than words.
I'm going to make the adjustment here.
Boring
Give me your
is
hand
good.
for a second.
Yeah.
Like 1, 2, 3. Be
Let's
average.
be good.
No, not even good now.
No,
It's just average.
Let's just be. Let's
Stay on the air.
1, 2, 3. By the way, Don, I got to tell you, I haven't touched your hands in
Soft
some
hands?
time. Your hands are
Supple?
Let me put it this way:
With you.
if I was getting a massage from you,
Yeah.
I'd have to think about hoping this thing goes a different direction. You know what I mean?
So that's okay.
It's almost like that Seinfeld episode.
I've got nice hands.
Touch Alan's down. Let him touch the top of your hand.
The top of my hand.
No. You touch
right.
top of his.
You're right.
It's a soft hand.
Why don't you
Gentle.
show everybody on YouTube?
It doesn't showing it. I'm not doing it.
No,
It just looks like a hand.
The only thing I can think of is that when when you're on the road at the hotel, they've got like those like in the bathroom. You'll have sometimes you'll get your mouthwash. But there'll also be like a hand cream, and my elbows they get really ashy. So every morning, and so the leftover I just kind of rub into the hands.
Sure.
Maybe that's something.
It is working. Whatever you did, it's working.
Hold on.
You're not believing that?
No.
The lotion
No.
I'm a dry guy.
No, did Don just give us a 5-minute explanation of maybe the reason his hands are softer is because he puts moisturizer on his hands?
Just let it go.
It's like that. Well, that's what the point of the moisturizer is.
Let it go.
But I'm not even focused on the hands. But it was more for the elbow. But excess.
But you're saying the excess is working on your hand.
Yeah.
It's doing its job.
I don't even really
I'm not wearing
moisturize my
gloves
hands
to bed or anything like that. What did he say?
The fact that he said I'm a dry guy.
Yeah.
Just.
I don't want you to think that.
Yeah. He's going like, no, my hands are because of my elbows.
It's the elbows.
It's the elbows.
I don't want
it's the only reason why I use any
you
lotion.
see that. I don't want to mention any names, but there's somebody that works at this radio station. I can't even look at their elbows.
Oh boy,
it's a mess.
They're that bad.
I feel like I could strike a match on their elbow.
Wait.
I'll tell you during the break. I look at it and it's like an ashy. Like specks are falling. Get. I should take them aside. It's not you. It's not me. It's not anybody in my eyesight.
I think I have really nice elbows actually.
But and once I tell you,
Levy.
And when you see him, you won't be able to keep your eyes off him.
His elbows?
I mean, it's an ash mess. I mean, I think if he got into a fight, I'd be all elbows if I were him.
Because it's just rock hard.
It would also be disgusting.
There's someone at the station.
Yes.
With filthy, ashy, disgusting elbows.
Like, filthy's the wrong way to describe it.
You're seeing just cracks and filth.
Yeah, it's just it's like the surface of Mars.
Oh wow.
I have no idea who he's.
Try. Oh, you know.
Because you probably thought about it, pictured it.
I can't picture.
No, I can't.
I don't want to picture it.
No, can I ask you a question though?
Uh-huh.
Sure.
This is a white individual.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, so if he weren't you, then you'd have to notice.
That's what I'm saying. So for it to stand out that much, and they're white, means it has to be like the highest level of ashiness humanly possible.
Yeah, it's a callus. It's not even an elbow anymore.
Jacob, you have any idea what he's talking about?
No, I was actually confused because a white person ashy.
It's unusual.
Wait. By the way, it does happen.
Visibly ashy.
No, but visibly, he's saying to be at that level, it's visible.
That's how he just. There's no maintenance.
Yeah, they gave up. Like you come out of a shower and you just don't even do anything. Just dry off and your whole skin.
By the way, I can do that and not be dry.
Really?
Oh yeah. I don't moisturize my whole body.
Well, you should.
No, I moisturize my face.
Well, you should. Everything.
Yeah.
No, I can't even put on a shirt if I put moisturizer. You put moisturizer on your chest?
Everywhere.
You're rubbing moisturizer on your whole body?
Of course.
Of course. White people
because you hydrate your skin.
Jacob,
you
tell me if I'm out of school.
Your skin.
This is very unusual that a white person does a full body moisturize. Am I wrong?
Well, how would he know?
Because this is the stereotype of the world, and it's true.
Listen,
we'll go with stereotypes.
Yes,
I'm a cocoa butter baby.
Man, see now you're talking.
But I'm telling you, most white men who rub moisturizer on their body out of the shower, you're talking about 1 in 1,000.
Well, I'm one of the 1,000.
That is insane. So every day before you put on a
good
T-shirt,
for your skin.
No. I'm not arguing with the merit of it.
I don't put it on immediately.
But I'm just
dry
saying,
a little bit
because I personally.
Do you get dressed that quickly? You don't like just standing?
It depends on the day. I mean, I've been doing mornings my whole life, so you're not luxuriating naked for an hour.
Fair point.
You're hustling out the door.
All right.
But I truthfully, I only really moisturize my face because, to be honest, I don't like the feeling of like.
Are you like
overly moisturize
Are you an
on my
oily
hands?
skin kind of person? Like, do you have more of an oily skin?
No. I'm sort of even. I have to admit, I don't have a lot of good things.
Like
I'm just
dry
sort of.
skin?
I'm not dry. I'm not oily. I'm just sort of me.
Oh, okay. You have a good pH balance.
This all started with Don has beautiful hands. I mean,
Don has very soft, supple hands.
Apropos of nothing, John Harbaugh spoke today.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's
What about
a
his
transition.
What are his elbows like?
There was a skirmish at practice today.
I heard.
And, by the way, that Saint Cowboy.
This is becoming a thing.
Fight $500,000 the team's got fined.
All right, you know
because
what?
they sent a letter out back in
relax.
July saying they're not going to tolerate it. Look, but I get the league. Like, I don't need guys getting hurt fighting each other
Well, also
during these scrimmages.
suplexing,
Well,
that doesn't
come
help.
on, man, because they don't want to get the whole. Because you know what they're thinking?
Mhm.
Oh, it's practice. I could do whatever. It's not a game.
Right, I can't get thrown out.
You know, they're not going to throw me out. They're not going to fine me. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and when you get people like Rex Ryan's like, oh, I love a good fight. I love when they're fighting in practice. You know? But Harbaugh was asked if the skirmish at practice could build chemistry. This should be interesting.
There's probably something to that. I think it's it's not to be ignored or dismissed. You're not trying to do that, but it's just football. It's not a game, so you don't have the same quite guardrails on it, and it's a violent game. And so in this sort of an environment, you have these rules of engagement that aren't really rules of the game, and then somebody perceives somebody else goes over the line, or they do go over the line, and then somebody needs to protect somebody, and that's where it goes. And I think as long as it doesn't get out of control where we get a violent type situation, it's fine, and we decided that anybody that threw a punch in those scrimmages would be treated like the game. That's why Jermaine didn't practice toward the end. He didn't really throw a hard punch, but it was to the face mask, and that'll get you in the game, so that's a 15-yarder at least. So we decided to, we were following those rules of engagement, and that's what we did with that one.
I like that he does that.
Well, because it makes
he holds
sense.
his players accountable.
Because if you go to a practice, especially during training camp, you will see officials. Like, they'll hire sometimes retired officials, whatever, to throw flags because they want.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to throw a flag if somebody commits a holding penalty during a practice, then why wouldn't you do the same thing if they're getting into a fight? And fine them accordingly and all that, because you don't want these guys taking advantage of the situation.
Right.
Allen's been talking about, and a lot of people have been talking about the pass rush for the Giants and how it could be a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Harbs talked about the Giants' pass rush at practice.
It was ferocious. It's practice, so you got to come do it in the game. But I was impressed with it.
And part of that is Brian Burns. His thoughts on the Giants' D in the joint practice.
Overall, dominant. I feel like we didn't play to our the standard that I hold us to, or we hold like our leaders hold our defense to, because coming out as our first joint, you're trying to be smart, make sure everybody gets taken care of, but at the same time, they're not our team. So when you have an opportunity to hit them, you hit them, and you hold them up, and they get hit again. We started to do that later on, like towards the middle of the day and the rest of the day on. But we had splashes in the beginning, but I wanted to swarm from when we first got out here. And, it just took a little bit to get going, but I understand it's our first joint. But I let it be known, like, we don't wait to get punched in the mouth, or that didn't happen, but we don't wait to get punched in the mouth to fire off on somebody. So.
And by the way,
I like that.
In case you don't know, they're joint practicing with the Dolphins.
Yeah, when he said our first joint, that's what he meant.
Right.
He wasn't just being casual and using slang.
Yeah, but Bart Scott used to talk about this all the time. Like, especially when he was with the Ravens, there's just a certain mentality that you have that you want to intimidate. So you're going to let the opposing team know we're not afraid to play on the margins, right? And the hold them up, what he means there is, let's say you've got like a running back that's been, kind of gashing your defense, right? And you get a linebacker that holds them up, like that can make a tackle. They'll say, don't take him down right away.
No, hold him up, pop.
Hold him up a second.
Yeah, the Eagles used to
Let's
do
get
that.
another hit in, and it's just the mentality of we're gonna beat the hell out of you and wear you down and make you hesitate, and that's what an aggressive defense can do. Now, is it again? This is the margins. Now you're not breaking the rules. You're fracturing them a little bit.
Yeah, Andre
and he's
Waters
saying
used to
that's
do
what
that.
we want to be like. That's a Harbaugh thing now. Again, Ravens. That's a Harbaugh thing.
That's the fine line of dirty and aggressive.
Yeah,
and
one
Andre
of the
Dirty
finest
Waters used
lines
to
of
do
all.
that,
and being
it's-
intimidating.
And listen, that's what you want to do. But if you do your job and sack the quarterback, that should be intimidating enough. Burns is confident they'll be ready for week one.
I definitely think we're going to be ready to go. There's a lot of things that we can learn from this tape. Although I feel like it was a dominant day, it's still a lot of growing that we can definitely capitalize off of. So I'm glad that we came out here and we got this work. But I definitely think we're ready for week one.
Jackson Dart, his assessment of the joint practice with Miami.
I thought it was, just a great atmosphere to be a part of. Obviously, it's very intense. I thought offensively, we had a pretty consistent day. I thought there were times where, we had a few mistakes, but we were able to battle back and clean things up, like the next play, the next rep. We're able to hit some big shots down the field, which I was really happy about. And then just the communication of the operation I thought was really well. So I think there's obviously things to learn from, but I think for the most part, I was really happy how we came out. We started fast, and then, it didn't matter if we had at times little lulls. We came back, played great, and then in the 2-minute drive, just finishing off with that, which I thought, was a touchdown. We just wanted to run out the field goal team. I was proud of the unit for that. As well as the defense too, of going 3 and out on their first possession.
See that last part there, making sure to give credit to the defense.
Yeah, he's trying his hardest.
I think his podium has been very good.
No,
so
he's
far.
giving good podium.
He's giving good podium.
I think so far he has.
Malachi Fields has been impressive, especially in the last preseason game. Dart talked about him.
I'm not surprised of what he's doing. The guys loved his tape. I loved his tape. I knew, through conversation, how smart of a football player he was. So, coming out here of learning a new offense, him being able to be efficient. And then you just saw his catch radius in college, which was, he made some unbelievable catches. And I thought that kind of what he did was a little limited compared to what he can do. And, I've loved having him out there. He's a true competitor, a true pro. And it's been, really great to see, because I think that as a team, we needed a guy like that to come step up, especially on the outside, making contested catches and downfield plays.
And I think the theme of the camp has been how well Neighbors has come back and the feeling that he could be ready for week 1. Dart talked about Neighbors.
I mean, he's made huge plays, I feel like every time he's touched the field. So I think that for me, obviously you just love having a guy out there that changes the whole dynamic of an offense. He's so competitive. He's another element to our team that can really bring an attitude of, just the mental side, but also just like the approach of what we want to be. So he's definitely taking the right steps, and I can't wait to continue to have him out there more.
All right. Getting closer and closer to opening day, but we've got breaking news, gentlemen, presented by Boost.
Boost. Okay, let's see. Let's see what he's calling breaking news.
I
got this approved by the producer, by the way.
It's what I think.
Brian Hoke tweets, Aaron Judge has started hitting off the tee. Aaron Boone says, it seems to be going well. Breaking news presented by Boost Mobile. Don't overpay.
Why is that? Why
Get
did that
unlimited
become
talk,
the thing?
text, and data for $25 a month forever,
noticed
for
it
life,
yesterday.
for real. Switch now at boostmobile.com.
Why are we doing that, though?
It's funny.
Are we doing what? The Boost?
Yeah,
It's fun.
what happened? No,
Boost.
yeah, what happened?
It's
I missed
fun.
it.
It's something that
I started doing.
wanted to do, and he did it. It sounds
you
good.
sure? Are you
We didn't talk about this.
But
No.
are you? I noticed it yesterday, and I thought, what's going on here? And I just kept.
Well, let's take a poll. What do they think?
Well, I think the most important poll needs to be taken with the client. The word that you're choosing to do it on is not an arbitrary word.
No,
it's the brand.
It's their brand.
Do they want their? Do you know that they want they?
Yeah.
If anybody comes to me, but
Why would you call your company Boost if you don't want people to say Boost?
I don't understand. Again,
Well,
I don't know what
I'm
you're
sure-
talking. What happened? Did you guys drink a lot of Mountain Dew?
No,
What are you talking
I
about?
said Boost.
But why?
And
Are you-
now
what are you
he's-
doing?
And then I heard it yesterday too. All of a sudden, he followed suit. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know.
I would
It's
think
funny.
the client would be happy that
You
we're
sure?
talking.
Saying
I
their
don't know.
name twice.
If they're not happy, I'm sure they'll say something.
Yeah.
But why are they complaining? We're
Jacob,
still talking about them.
Jacob, do you like when we go Boost?
Feels weird.
It's a little funny. I like it.
See?
Well, he doesn't like it
he
at all.
doesn't.
That was the nicest way of saying, shut up, you clown shoes.
He doesn't. He's gutless.
Old men trying to be
Yeah,
funny.
He's gutless, but he didn't have the
First of all,
heart to say it.
I like it.
He likes it.
And then he does that with a
That's
high
great.
pitch in his voice.
Yeah, we were going to ask if you were around tonight. Not anymore.
Wow.
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 More calls at 1-800-919-3776 down on the Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 877-CARS-4-KIDS to speak to a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Go to cars4kids.org now, or call 877-CARS-4-KIDS to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate donate real estate too. Go to carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge, or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
Hi, this is Don LaGreca. Just like the New Jersey Devils bring intensity on the ice, Viking Pest Control brings the same level of protection to your home. And I know because I use Viking at my own place. The season may be over, but pests are always in play. So it's time to lock in your off-season defense. As the pest control provider and proud partner of the Devils, Viking delivers 45 years of trusted experience to keep ants, cockroaches, stinging insects, rodents, mosquitoes, and more out of your zone. And when you bundle pest control mosquito services, you score big savings. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com, protecting your home inside and out.
There are a million reasons to love New York. Making your budget stretch isn't one of them. According to an independent study, Amazon prices average 14% lower than other retailers. Get food, fashion, furniture, and more shipped straight to your building. Plus, another study found Amazon Prescription Pass customers pay nearly 1/3 less out of pocket. Learn more at aboutamazon.com.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Harry Douglas here to help you ignite your taste buds with Firework Freeze 5-Hour Energy Shots. Juicy cherry, citrus lime, and blue raspberry. It's that iconic freezer pop flavor, but with none of that guilty sugar aftermath. The perfect summer kick. It's delicious, portable, zero sugar energy shot bursting with flavor. Bring on the summer with Firework Freeze 5-Hour Energy Shots, available online at 5hourenergy.com and on Amazon.
ESPN New York and MSG Network are joining forces.
Big news, Jazz Hands!
Start your mornings with DiPietro and Rothenberg, live on the MSG Network. Then stick around for Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg, live on MSG every afternoon.
We are beyond excited to start simulcasting on MSG Networks.
So think about this for a quick second. You got us in the morning 6 to 10. You got our afternoon show 3 to 7. And then right after that, you're talking Knicks, you're talking Rangers.
Yo, yeah. You wake up, you pop it on again, and there we are, waiting for you. Good morning.
ESPN New York and MSG Network, together like never before. It all starts Tuesday, September 8th.
Congratulations, New York. The Knicks did it. Through battle after battle, they dominated to become this year's NBA champions. Day in and day out, the hard work paid off, and you were there every step of the way. Enjoy the crown. Own it, because this year is your year. A part of your legacy that will never be forgotten. So celebrate this moment, show your pride, and shop the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Yeah,
let's hear from you.
At 1-800-919-3776.
Baby.
Let's go to Muhammad on Long Island. You're on ESPN New York. What's happening?
What's going on, guys? Thanks for taking my call, man.
You got it.
First off, Don, I wanted to call yesterday. Don, what do you mean when you told Peter the things he's into and the way he carries himself?
I was crazy.
I died laughing for the next 20 minutes.
It was an insane attack that he masked as a compliment.
Why do you say that? I remember that.
You said no, and you don't seem old. I mean, look at like the dumb stuff you're into, and yeah, you carry yourself.
I didn't say dumb stuff.
Mom,
I don't see how these guys are telling you, us going, whatever number you want to put on it, 7 and 10, 8 and 9, whatever, and trying to become a functional organization is this merry-go-round thing where I feel like us going 3 and 14, firing the coach, and that's the merry-go-round that we need to get off of. So I'm in lockstep with you, Don, about where the Jets need to prioritize their head coach. We need to prioritize, do we have a coach? Because if not, let's fire him today and start our search for our head coach. You know what I mean? If that's the plan, to go 3 wins, and there's no way Glenn survives that, so let's just fire him today.
And
that's not the plan. That's not, you know what I mean, Muhammad? That's not the plan. What I'm saying is, I'm expecting this to be a good season for the Jets. So you have to add that qualifier. A good season for a good NFL team is going to be 9 wins, 10 wins. That's a good season, right?
Yeah.
But it's not.
Yep.
For the Jets, a good season is to have more than 5 wins and to not, again, pee down your leg late in a game and give away games. And that means you have a head coach who can handle late game situations, who will have his team prepared in first quarters. And if you do, there's enough talent on this team for the Jets to be a good team at a good season.
But
the issue is, though, Mohammed, one more thing real quick, and I'll finish. The issue is if they have a good season, they won't be in range to draft a good young quarterback. I think that's the contrast. That's the fight that a lot of fans are in right now. It's sort of, Geno's not the future. He's right now. We could be good, but we could play ourselves out of a chance to get our future quarterback. So what's the plan after this season? That's what I'm going to.
I agree. I feel like, but that's what Don's saying. Let's get ourselves on a track to where we can be this franchise that can be in a position to do something with it, because we drafted a quarterback 2nd overall. How'd that go? You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
and I want to ask this one question too.
Yeah.
I want to ask this one question too about the Mets. I know we're about 10 games out, but I'm not trying to rile anything up, but I know we're about 10 games out of that last wild card. I just wanted to ask you guys, what number does it get exciting for you? If we look up and we're 6 or 7 games out, are you guys excited? Thanks for taking my call, man.
Yeah. Well,
wow.
Not excited.
What are they out now? 10?
Yeah, I got to double check.
It's got to be 10. 10 out.
Here's
of a playoff of a wild card.
Here's the excitement.
You think it's more than 10 out of a wild card?
It's got to be lower.
They're 10 out. Exactly 10.
It's got to be. Yeah, but it's got to be much lower than that to me.
Oh, well, all right. That's what he's asking. 6 or 7. Do you then now start to say, hey,
under 6 to me?
Under 6, and now you can start saying there's a shot.
No, but here's why I'd be excited. Not that I think they're going to do it, but the fact that they were able to make up that kind of ground, and you're feeling really, because you're not doing that going 500. You're doing that because now you've won 15 out of.
Well, what
20.
are they right now? Out of, aren't they at an interesting number here? Out of.
They're 10 back of the Padres.
No. What's their last 13 games?
Oh, they've won 10 of 13.
10 of 13. 10.
Yeah,
10 of 13 is
that's a real thing,
and
that's a run.
Considering 2 weeks ago, the thing that we were most excited about with them was they went 6-4 in their last 10, and as I pointed out, that's as good as you can be.
That's the best.
That's the worst good you can be.
All right, but here, they just took 2 out of 3 from the Padres, which is a team that they're chasing for the wild card.
Mm-hmm.
Forget that. Here's why I look at it: they're 58-70, so they're 12 games under 500. If you tell me that they continue to play at this rate and they start to get within 5 games under 5, now I'm like, hey, if you could finish 500 because remember, they won 83 games last year and it wasn't good enough and they blew it up and all that. Like, if you're able to get like reasonably close to what you were last year, that could be fun. I'm not getting crazy. I just want to see good baseball. And I'm seeing good baseball.
Okay.
They're playing well. They're in games. The kids are all doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Is it good baseball you can believe in to carry over, or are you not even thinking about next season because the team could look different and you might not have baseball until July?
Yeah, I don't know when we're going to have baseball. Okay. I don't know who's managing the team. All I know is that I want to be excited to say I want to see a full year of Ewing. I want to see a full year of Benj. I want to see if McLean can continue on this trajectory. Some of these, like, is Scott going to make the rotation next year, and is he going to be good? The stuff like that. Those are the things that kind of excite me a little bit about this team. Anthony is in Charlotte. You're on ESPN New York. What's up, Anthony?
Hey, what's going on, guys? First of all, congratulations to you guys on getting on MSG Network.
Thank you.
Don, congratulations on the soft hands. Good to hear that.
Yes, wonderfully soft.
Actually, since we just brought up Mets there, I'll just go with the one point that I was thinking about with the Mets. I think you're right, Don. If they get within 5 games of 500, that's when you start getting excited. But I was going to call you guys yesterday. I watched the documentary on Howie Rose, which I thought was phenomenal by SNY the other night. And he has 3 iconic calls now with the Alonso home run in 2024. Which call do you think is the most iconic? The Game 7 in the Eastern Conference Finals in 1994 for the Rangers.
You know what?
The 2001 hit from Mike Piazza, the home run against the Braves, or the 2024 homer from Alonso. I think it's got to be 01 because it's outside of just sports. I thought that was such a huge moment for New York. But what do you guys think?
Well, you know what, Peter, you know what I smell?
A list.
I smell towards the end of the season, Howie Rose, they're going to honor him.
Oh,
that was announced.
I'm sick about it.
I think this is a Don list waiting to happen.
Anthony, but I want to answer your question, but we're up against it. We got ENN, so hang in there because after ENN, I want to address this because I do want to think about it a little bit. And what Anthony's also, or what Alan was talking about, he's going to be honored September 20th.
Yeah.
And when I said I'm sick about it is that I can't be there because I've got a Devil preseason game that day. So that's, I believe it's a Sunday that he's going to be honored. And the Devils are playing the Islanders at the Rock, and that's going to be my first preseason game of the season, so I can't go. I want to be there.
We got to get Howie on, right?
Oh, we're definitely getting Howie on before the season is over. For sure.
You don't want to do it that day because he's going to be busy
Sunday,
that day.
So we can't do it that day.
It's a Sunday?
You don't want to do a special show Sunday?
That's a Sunday?
Do you love the man or not?
I mean,
do a show.
But we can have him on after. I mean, do you want to have him on the Friday before the ceremony, or do you want to have him on after
Monday after, so we can recap the emotions?
Okay. Well, I will address this question after ENN, but ENN is next. Don Hahn and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
The 2026 U.S. Open Tennis Championships are back, where the world's greatest city meets the world's greatest tennis players. Fan Week begins August 23rd. Experience the Mixed Doubles Championship on the 25th and 26th. And the U.S. Open Singles Championship starts Sunday, August 30th. All tickets on sale now at usopen.org. The U.S. Open, spectacular awaits.
Hey, it's Michael K. Not sleeping? Well, it could be your mattress. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step mattress fitting process so that your new bed fits you perfectly. They guarantee it. And in-home delivery on any mattress $399 and up, it's free. Come in for a complimentary mattress consultation and get a free travel neck pillow, no purchase required. So do what I do and get to PC Richard & Son today for your new mattress. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
When you manage an active facility, disruption is not an option. Tricon Construction specializes in healthcare, commercial, and industrial environments where work needs to happen without shutting operations down. That takes detailed planning, clear communication, and safe, disciplined execution. Because when patients are inside, tenants are working, or production has to keep moving, every decision matters. Tricon understands how to work around your business professionally, safely, and efficiently. For complex work inside active facilities, choose Tricon Construction. Visit triconbuilds.com. That's triconbuilds.com.
And now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks a million, guys. I hope you have a great rest of the night. Get home safe and quick. We've got this rough weather moving through, especially tough over in Jersey. Garden State Parkway northbound, a crash blocking a lane by exit 168 in Washington Township. Add that to the volume. You're backed up into Paramus. Southbound Parkway, another hit blocking 2 lanes by exit 130 in Woodbridge. That is you crawling, making your way toward the Turnpike. Packed ride on the Staten Island Expressway westbound, heading over to the West Shore from the Verrazano. You stay sluggish getting into Jersey over at the Goethals Bridge. Bumper to bumper on the belts in both directions, hitting the brakes heading over to Flatbush Avenue in Brooklyn. Inbound Georgia, about 20 to 30 for both the upper and lower decks. Worst ride to the outbound side, Cross Bronx westbound, just crawling from White Plains Road on through. Outbound Lincoln and Holland tunnels about 20 to 30 minutes each. Heavy delays at the Tappan Zee Bridge getting into Rockland County from the Westchester side. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
So I've got this right. Flat repairs or replacement if needed. Rotations and rebalancing every 5,000 miles, all included with the tire purchase. With paid installation and tax? That's the...
Don't make me say it.
I was going to say it.
You don't say it. You back it up. That's the limited lifetime tire guarantee. Free with every tire purchase.
So they're the...
Midas, the best around.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
Beginning Tuesday, September 8th, watch DiPietro and Rothenberg and Hahn and Rosenberg live every day on the MSG Network. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. This is an ENN special report. Now reporting.
The very handsome Jewish man, Peter Rosenberg.
We should talk some sports. Do what you want. It's ENN.
Hi, how's everyone doing?
Hey there, hey there, hey there.
ENN tonight, of course, brought to you by our friends at Boost.
Somebody on
Boost Mobile.
Somebody on Twitter.
Yeah.
And you know I trust Twitter.
Well,
like no other.
it's never wrong.
Well, Steve Brzezinski said John Cena was part of a Boost commercial when he would emphasize the Boost part annoyingly. So I think that's where Alan and Don remember hearing it from and brought it back. I don't know. But if John Cena did it, then maybe they like it.
You saying why, though, is really funny.
Why?
That makes it funnier.
Good evening to me and Alan. Look at the width of that tie. Are you kidding me?
Oh, wow.
Good evening to me and Alan. I know you're a big snooker guy.
I love snooker.
Good evening to Don.
We lost Ian O'Connor.
I'm sorry?
He's not going to be able to play.
Good evening to Alan.
You have a good pH balance.
Good evening to myself. Bombas. And to myself. All he did was hit Bombas.
Oh, come on. There was another drop you had there.
Good evening to myself. Oh, really? In there? Oh, when I said his name?
No. You said
ding dongs.
He hit, no, you didn't
dongs?
say
No. He said all I did was hit dongs.
Yeah.
Oh,
you kind of need the ding.
like, sure you did.
But you didn't dump that, though.
No, we didn't dump that.
Good evening to myself. When was the last time you smelt his musk? And to Aaron Boone.
Sorry, Pete.
And to Jacob.
I'm a cocoa butter baby.
And Jacob again.
I like it.
That's
when he went high pitch.
Because that's when you know he hated what we were talking about.
High pitch, Jake.
I like it.
You don't like it.
No, you
don't.
You
hate it. And you want it to stop.
Oh, no.
Well, get used to it. I'm only doing it that way.
Do you know you know that Gracie won't let me record her saying bruh?
What?
Yeah.
But didn't
She
you tell her
does
you're left out? My daughter has this adorable thing, and you're like, hey, I have an adorable daughter.
Yeah.
I want to drop.
No, she won't do it.
And she's leaving you high and dry.
And she uses it in so many different ways. Her delivery is flawless, and she won't let me do it.
Well, don't forget, and Jalen has a drop where she's doing a better read than her.
Jalen is phenomenal.
Doing a better read than her dad ever could. And I say that respectfully, of course.
No, you don't.
Well, no. How about this? With all due respect.
Yeah, that's fine.
Where is it? Hold on. Where can I find it?
Can't find it?
Oh, I still think
Marco did a good read,
Marco's Holy Cannoli might be one of my favorite drops that we have.
Holy cannoli!
It's phenomenal.
Satan Johns.
And Satan Johns.
Don't do that to him.
Holy
Cannoli is like the kid's future. He has a shot here.
One call, one company, total peace of mind.
Come on.
Visit VikingPest.com.
Protecting your home inside and out.
The enunciation alone.
By the way, that's live. That's live that she did that.
Yeah.
If you ask Don, based on what I know of Don, watching him attempt reads over the years,
wow,
at Jalen's age to do that, he may have just flatulated when you asked him. I mean, she's on a different level than you.
Really, it is true.
Did she practice this?
This is like Mortal
You just
Kombat.
held up the paper and she just did this?
Flawless victory.
That's how clean this is, Don.
Yeah, this is really
respectfully.
One call,
Look at the
one
comparison.
company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com.
Protecting your home inside and out.
I don't think you've ever done a read that one.
The clarity.
Yeah, the
alone.
clarity alone.
But the enunciation.
And yet here I am.
And yet here you are.
Somehow.
We don't know how.
He made it.
Again, it just
the first voice of the station.
Mark Levy.
It's not that bad. At
Curry
least it's
drops
not that.
threes. All I do is drop Hail Mary. And when I say drop, I mean just drop them right into a basket, score. My whole life's a Hail Mary.
Mark Levy.
Well, you could have been a singer if things gone differently.
I knew this was coming. We counted 7, right?
But that's seven. It's 7. It's the same number. And as I maintain,
But that's how many there are in the song.
You were accurate.
You don't like the song.
No, I like the song.
Again, and I can't think of a better way to close out that beach bash.
Yeah, that one?
Yeah.
Well, that in particular.
I mean,
which I think was
we're lucky somebody didn't die.
Really, The Sounds of Silence could have been the
There
better
was a
song.
woman,
Yeah,
she
you
was
know
sitting there leaning against the fence.
Hello.
I had to walk over to her and just see if she was breathing.
Wow. It was. I think we've been removed enough time at this point to say it was the worst beach bash of all time.
It wasn't even Bar A. It was Bar B.
Yeah, Bar A.
Oh, it's just because of the heat.
It's just the heat.
It was just too much.
It was. It's entirely too much.
We should have postponed. I don't know how you could do that, but we got through it.
We did.
We powered through. We made it. Even Harvey survived.
Mark Levy.
Harvey wasn't there. Maybe Harvey could have saved.
I want you to know, Jacob, the drop still says Harvey, Marv Levy Starburst. It doesn't have anything to do with
Starburst. You're lucky you got it.
I know.
I know. Edit yourself. All right.
Mark Levy.
Hit dongs.
Still can't believe that.
You need the ding.
Hit dongs.
No, he was telling you how it was.
That's
back
how
then.
he said it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, high school's a crazy time.
It is.
A lot happens in the locker room.
Well,
Why do you think Coach Wright? Why do you think Coach Wright used to always yell at us and say, "Stop playing grab ass"?
Right. So
I've told you that before.
Did you ever wonder why a coach?
You
would
guys
say
gonna
that?
stop playing grab ass?
Every coach used to say that, and it's always
except Herb Brooks.
Herb Brooks never said that. Oh no, well he had the other thing.
The other thing. You
Yeah.
look like a monkey blanket of
Yeah,
football.
right? Which that also didn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense either. But every coach assumed
But
that if you
what
weren't
is
paying
that?
attention, you're playing grab ass.
Which
It just
did you ever play grab ass?
I got to be honest. There was grab ass being played on my team because you're all standing there in a group, and is there a chance that someone's grabbing someone else's ass to try to make them like laugh?
Right.
But yeah, no, there's a chance.
All right.
I'm being honest, or like
But-
tapping someone's cup, doing something.
That's different.
That goes without saying.
well,
Sure.
that's when you start. Now you're hitting
a cup
dongs.
check.
That's why Marco wears a cup to
dongs.
baseball.
Right.
I never did. Well, I didn't wear a cup till I got to high school.
Wait, he already wears a cup?
It's mandatory.
Mandatory.
Yeah. You gotta
Hit dongs. to protect the jewels.
Yeah.
Of course.
But I mean, that's really crazy. I definitely didn't until maybe 8th grade, 9th grade.
No,
Yeah.
it's high school
When I
for
played
me.
in 5th grade, nothing.
No, all
Well,
through
explains
Little
a lot.
League. We had but between Little League and high school, we had it was called JD, Junior Development. That's when we moved up to the actual official size infield. No cup until high school.
Can I admit something right now? And I'm saying this.
Be careful.
I'm being careful, but I'm also saying this. I try to be honest about the things that I'm insecure about and the things that I'm secure about. And I'm very secure about. I'm totally fine with how things worked out with the nether regions.
Okay.
But there's a reason I'm saying this, because when I say what I'm going to say next, the default reaction would be to go, "Oh, well, maybe," but that's not what I'm saying.
Right.
Maybe someone here will be honest and they'll say, "I understand what you're saying." I only wore a jockstrap with a cup, and I didn't understand how the jockstrap without the cup was effective on keeping your stuff together. I didn't get it.
Did you not fit? Because
Are you supposed to?
It does.
What do you mean? How does it fit? It just kind of sits over.
No, it fits. Holds you in. Holds you together.
So Don, was I doing it wrong?
Listen,
I don't understand.
I told Bart this on
But
the
do
air
you
once.
open up the thing? What was I doing?
Open up. No. There's
There's different kinds?
There's different kinds.
Oh.
Some don't have the pouch.
The only one I know is the one with the pouch.
Yeah, no. There's others that are just form-fitting.
You're talking about the cup.
Yeah, no,
Because
he's talking about the strap.
Because a cup comes with a strap.
Yes.
So you have to put on the jock strap.
Yeah.
And then the jock strap you slide in the cup.
But you're putting that on over something, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but the jock, just the strap.
A straight jock strap you put on first.
Yes.
And that would be like for basketball.
Yes.
Not for baseball. Because for baseball, you're using
Marco
a cup.
has.
There you go.
Got it. It was a different item.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Marco has.
This is a good conversation.
I know.
But now
didn't
it's
know
different.
this.
But now because we grow, we evolve.
Sorry?
We did.
You now have what Marco has is the boxer briefs. They're boxer briefs.
And it's built in.
And it's got the pouch for the cup.
Yeah.
And then he just puts.
It's phenomenal. Now you're not wearing.
Wait. You get baseball underwear?
Yeah.
There's special baseball underwear? Or you're saying all boxer
there's sports,
briefs?
No, it's sports.
It's sports
related
underwear. And the sports-related underwear has the pouch. You can slide the thing in there?
It's almost like a pair of spandex.
No, I have underwear like that. Does that have you telling me it has the Nike underwear I have, you think has a slot?
No. You buy specific.
It's specific.
No, you buy it specific.
Again, these are all less.
They have it for hockey now.
And what I do with Marco, just so there's a little separate, he wears underwear, and then he puts.
That's got to be uncomfortable.
Well, he hasn't said anything.
He's wearing double underwear.
He doesn't need to, Don.
Yeah, why is he wearing double underwear?
Yeah. He doesn't need a separator. Nobody else wears it but him. Let him go.
All right.
You know?
Freewheel it.
Yeah.
But here's the one thing I don't understand about that.
Okay.
See, we're all asking questions. We're working things out together.
Educational.
The cup that I
educational
fit in,
news.
And in the pouch, I know I'm not putting it in the wrong way because it's been years since I had to wear it.
Right.
Because the pouch is shaped that way. It's like a V.
It's a V, and the bottom of the V is at the bottom.
But looking at the anatomy, wouldn't you want it wider at the bottom?
Totally agree.
But you can't because then you can't run.
Right, but you really, because let's be, you're more protecting the bottom than the top.
You really are.
The top,
you'll survive.
It hurts, but
you're fine.
It's a completely different pain on the bottom.
It really
is. You shouldn't be in a situation in the middle of a baseball game where it hitting the top would affect you that much.
Well, it could, though.
Right.
It could not feel great.
It doesn't feel great.
But I'm saying, you see what I'm saying.
Agree.
The twig can hurt, but the berries.
No, the berries you got to protect at all costs.
You don't want to squish the berries.
No.
So that kind of, I remember just because I was having a flashback to when I was, 14 years old. But I'm like, this doesn't seem to be designed right. It shouldn't be thin at the bottom and then wide at the top.
I completely agree. This is a very baseball thing because the thing that you were talking about, Peter, is
the jock
more
strap,
the basketball thing that was introduced to me in high school where it was required. It was like I never had one before, and it was handed to me. Like this is part of your practice uniform.
You have to use the jock strap.
You have to wear it. So the first time, I just wore that in shorts. That was different.
No, you shouldn't.
Yeah.
You still
then came the game. It came a practice that I forgot it, and I wore boxers to school that day.
Okay.
So I had to wear boxers now this is the 80s, with my practice shorts.
Oh, no, and they were sticking out of the shorts.
That wasn't sticking out of the shorts. It wasn't the boxers.
Wait, what?
I went up for a layup and was like, my teammates like, Bud, like, don't do that again. And it hurt a lot to run around. And then I realized that's why you wear that thing. Telling you.
Because if you're jumping and a flopping.
And just running around.
So, yeah, I don't even know
that was when you realize, like, oh, that's why.
I don't even know what the jockstrap that you're talking about
It's just a strap.
is like.
It's just a little, like.
So is it? It's
it
not.
Just sits right in there. You just sit in there.
It's like a basket.
Yeah.
Or
twig
hammock.
And berry.
It's a hammock.
It is literally a hammock.
It's a hammock.
Yeah.
Got it.
And that's when I realized it's time. Now I know why I have to wear them.
Hit dongs.
You hate women. It wasn't comfortable, but now they make them where they're very comfortable.
We lost Ian O'Connor.
I'm sorry?
He's not going to be able to play. Could have phrased that
Ian's
better.
fine. Ian's fine.
I hope he's okay.
He's just going to a WNBA game. That's it. He's just going to the Fever Liberty game. He's totally fine.
And by the way, tomorrow
this is big.
We're going to get
Lee Goldberg.
on.
We'll know.
Get an update on the weather.
He's making the call. Is he making
I'm not
the call?
feeling good about it.
Yay! Because here's the one thing that I think you have to consider if you're Don LaGreca right now.
What's that?
If you're going to turn around and tell people, hey, we're flipping the script and we're going to do it on September blank. If you're going with a quick turnaround, then you want to give people the news that this isn't happening as early as you can. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you want to give them their Saturday back because there's going to be another Saturday.
But I also want...
But you also want to give it the best chance you can.
I want to give it the best chance that it...
So this is what puts you in a pickle.
Because what you never want, and this is what every team goes through whether to ring out a game or not, is that I just turn around and wake up tomorrow and go, you know what, I'm just going to let everybody know we're going to cancel it, we're going to find another day.
And then it's bright and sunny.
And then I think the ship sailed on it being bright sunny, but it ends up being a day where it hardly rains and we could have done it. So I'm in that. So I think Friday night, like around after the show, I call Anna Marie, we have a conversation, we take a look at the weather, we take the information that Lee Goldberg gives us tomorrow, and we make a decision. And if you get a call, Peter, at 8 o'clock Friday night,
you know what it is.
That's enough time for you to pivot, do something else.
By the way, if I see the call coming, I don't even answer. I just hang up and go, I know what that is.
Damn. But we still got to figure out a way to make up for not.
However, I'm looking
We're not there yet, though.
I am looking at right now on weather.com.
Here we go.
Saturday, the 22nd, for Hawthorne, New Jersey. It says 39% chance of rain, PM showers is what it says.
That's not too bad. PM showers.
Now, PM showers to me is after 6. The game's at 5. We don't usually play.
PM's after 6 to you.
You think so? Yeah, absolutely.
What? It's not afternoon? I think it's afternoon, Don.
What?
Why would it be after 6?
Because I'm thinking PM is more.
No. You're wrong.
It's 1
understand,
p.m.
I understand.
2 p.m.
It could be noon on the
is
time.
at noon.
12
But if you're telling people that there's PM showers.
No.
You're telling me, there's going to be showers after the morning?
It means, it means not in the morning.
I thought it was more like, I don't know.
This is a big day.
No,
I
understand what PM means.
This is the most educational ENN in years. It's the educational nightly news.
Wait a minute.
E is for education.
But wait a minute. I know PM means afternoon. But what I'm saying is when I see PM, then why not just say afternoon showers? When I see PM,
because they don't have enough space there.
Oh, stop it.
Not enough room. PM definitely feels like it's referencing the afternoon.
No, it means it could happen anytime afternoon.
12:01
to 11:59. It's a big window. It's a big window.
All right, so now I got the hourly up.
All right, he's looking at hourly, folks.
Now how we look.
Here we go. Let's take a gander.
It looks like there's a 35% chance of showers at 3, 47 at 4, 37 at 5, 34 at 6. I'm looking at percentages that are under 50%. Wait a minute. I am looking at percentages.
But who was right on the time, though? Who was right about the PM part? That's the most important thing. Are you willing to admit this? PM showers does not mean 6 o'clock.
All right,
it means any time when there's a PM listed in the time.
I guess you're right.
Okay. Wow.
Now let me ask you this. Don't treat me like an animal. Now, let me ask you this. Because this has been a bone of contention, if you will.
All right.
When it says 3 o'clock, 35%, is that a 35% chance of showers, or it's going to rain in 35% of the area?
This has been an argument.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I've been told that's what it
But
means.
if I don't know what area I'm in, like it's going to rain in 35% of the area, you're not telling me anything.
I know.
Because if I'm right in the middle of the 35%, then isn't it really 100%? And if I'm outside the 35%, isn't it really 0?
It's a great
You're
take.
not telling me anything.
It makes no sense.
We got to bring this up to Lee.
No, we got to ask Lee. Lee has to. That's where we need to. That's educational nightly news tomorrow. We need him to explain.
See,
how
a dumb person wouldn't think of that. I mean, I'm smart.
What about me? I'm smart.
Right? What about me?
I'm not dumb, like everybody says.
You know who's smart?
Who?
James Harden.
Oh,
is he?
boy. No,
Dude,
he is.
No, he's a genius.
Everybody else is dumb.
No, James Harden is like the. No, you know what James Harden is? James Harden is the Kirk Cousins of the NBA. Like
Kirk Cousins wishes he was James Harden.
But James Harden's a better player.
Yeah. Okay.
Talent-wise than Kirk. But Kirk's a good player. But James at his best was better. I mean, he was at his best, he was really good.
He was MVP.
Right. He's as good as it gets at his best, but the window wasn't nearly as big as he's been paid for it to be.
It is amazing.
And now he's got a 3-year, $97 million deal to stay with Cleveland.
Lord. You know he's 30. He's going to be 37 years old next week.
His career earnings will now reach, Don, over $500 million.
That's crazy.
$511 million. You know how many strip clubs you can go to with $500 million?
I don't want to be that guy. Players should get whatever they should get.
This is not his fault.
Right. I'm not. But nobody's worth that. Like, I know basketball's popular, but is he getting the right percentage of the earnings?
Well, let's see if you would put.
Like,
let's see this. I'm going to give you, he's now a player that after this contract will be over $500 million in his career.
Who else
earnings.
is in that?
There's
rings.
3 other players who also can claim that right now.
LeBron James.
That's one.
All right.
And you're saying currently active or all
currently
time?
active? Well,
okay.
Nobody else.
No one else prior.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
Currently, yes. So LeBron is correct.
LeBron's correct.
Well worth it.
Yeah,
$500 million?
I think
Well
so.
worth it.
There's somebody else too.
Give me another name. That's 2 others.
It's not even somebody that's worth it. There's somebody else that recently. It's
Steph, isn't it?
Steph Curry is 2.
Okay, there's Steph. Okay,
but that's not who I was thinking.
Okay,
He's
there's
worth
one more. You got to decide if he's worth it.
And that's the one, I think. Go ahead.
You sure?
No. Don't tell me.
Come on.
There's
It's
one
not
other.
that hard to figure out.
Well, he's got to be a long-time vet.
He's been in the league a long time and obviously making super max money over and over and over again. And I'm going to ask you if Harden belongs in this group.
Okay.
Because we already see 2 names.
Well, yeah, LeBron and Steph obviously are in their own
There you go.
world. Oh, KD.
That's correct. Kevin Durant.
You mean which of these is not like the others?
That's what we're playing
No.
that game.
Because
he's in that group.
He's the only one in that list without a ring.
But they
right?
all have MVPs,
All
including
have
him.
MVPs, yeah.
But not even, again, the closest he came to a ring was when he was a kid in OKC.
With KD?
With KD.
Went to the finals, yeah. As a 6-man.
Otherwise, I think
Conference
even
finals
though
appearance with the Rockets.
When I guess it was the MVP year when he was just getting points like
he had triple-doubles.
We had Harden watch.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
You have Harden watch over there?
I
Can you
remember
find
that.
that? We were into Harden.
And that was the year he was
A lot
the
of
MVP.
Jim. Yeah.
But otherwise, he's
Jim.
been
A lot of Jim
but
Harden.
his career is going to be remembered as maybe waste is the wrong word, but just like where it just never lived up to what it was supposed to. Everywhere he went, it seemed to be almost like a cancer.
Might as well do
like
it,
a
guys.
problem.
Here goes the beer, and a left-hand throw down. 61.
Jim Harden Watch.
Jim Harden seems like a math teacher. It's just some irony.
You say irony, I say stupidity.
Got a little Jeff Van Gundy cut in there.
Really good cut.
That was good. That's one of the more underrated watches.
The Jim Harden watch.
That's a good intro. But it really is amazing that the Cleveland Cavaliers almost were backed up against the wall here. They had to give him a contract. Did they have to give him 3 years? On top of it,
Why did
has
they have to?
a player option to opt out and a trade kicker. If they ever decide to trade him, a 15% kicker. What? Like, I don't know why they felt compelled that they had to do all this for him.
And
but they did.
Anybody, because he was in Houston, right, when he won the MVP.
Yes.
Has any other
Mike
place
D'Antoni
he's
was
been,
his coach.
whether it's been Brooklyn, whether it's been Cleveland, wherever,
Yeah.
has he ever lived up to the money he was given? Anywhere he's been other than that 1 year in Houston?
I mean, personally, I don't see it.
Yeah.
I think he's a good, not great player, and we all know in the playoffs what happens to him. I mean, think about them being swept by the Knicks. In the fourth quarter, in the second half of those games, he disappears.
Yeah,
He has good starts to games, then he's just gone.
It has been a long time since anybody's could get excited about, we got Harden. Since Brooklyn.
Well, I just love that LeBron will be making like $1 million next year, and Harden will be making $32 million, something like that.
Yeah. So again, don't blame the player.
No.
For the
I'm
Cavs,
happy. I'm happy for him.
I just for the Cavs.
God bless.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Lakers minority owner Dr. Patrick Soon-Shiong not selling his 4% stake.
Good for him.
Would you?
No.
Hell no.
Sorry. Oh, you guys want to move on? Nah. I own the Lakers too.
Yeah, I liked it. I like it.
You know what? I'm gonna keep my 2 seats in the front row. And
What do you think 4% would get him if he sold it?
A lot. Oh, a lot.
Remember, it's 12. What was it? 12.5.
So we're talking
billion.
We're talking hundreds of millions of dollars, right?
Yeah.
I'm the dumb guy on the show, so don't ask me.
Yeah, but I think
It's not $1 billion.
it's $200 million or something like that.
So you're not getting $1 billion. So no, I'm not.
And I mean, guess what?
The bus kids.
My guess would be he already has a lot of money.
Yeah, because I was saying if you could afford to own 4% of the Lakers, I'm thinking $200 million.
Not going to really do it.
It's fine.
I'd rather just be able to sit.
It's not
outside.
moving the needle.
I'd rather I bring my family to games.
Yeah.
It's a great time. It's part of our life.
Yeah.
We're Lakers
right.
owners.
I can
so.
say hi to Luca.
Yeah, it's my
That's
people.
nice.
So
yeah.
It's cool. Hey, but listen, love that you guys own the team. Good for you. Glad we're here together owning the team.
Mm-hmm.
See you in the suite.
Yeah.
In the little buffet area.
Yeah, I like
be
that.
nice.
Yeah. Access is nice.
Vita Vea has got.
Vea?
That's sure. What did I say?
Vea.
Sure. Vita Vea has his deal done in Tampa.
Remember when we thought
Vea in the Bay?
I don't think that's the thing.
No,
should be
not. But neither is this.
Boost.
Why?
I think Boost is way better.
I think you're upset that you're not a part of what's going to become a
Vea
thing.
in the Bay. That's not even close to
and they don't
Boost.
They don't even consider it the Bay.
I know.
That's such a waste.
Nobody even says
Tampa.
the Bay. It's Tampa.
It is a great place, though.
Oh, I love it.
It's such an underrated place.
But do you ever say I'm going to Tampa Bay?
Tampa Bay is becoming, now people are getting hip
Yeah.
so that it is like it's going to get properly rated.
Okay.
It's just a sneaky, awesome place.
I agree.
It's
Ybor used to be a good place to be.
What used to be?
Ybor City, which is right there.
A place right in Tampa or next door to Tampa?
It's right in Tampa. It's like sort of a
But St.
historic
Pete's
area.
nice.
Yeah.
Tampa's nice.
Yeah, good spot.
It's a good vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Vita Vea has gotten paid. We know that. He'll make $48 million over the next 2 years, which is not too bad.
No.
He's okay with it. And he also has said, hey, I know a lot happened, but
it's all good.
They say home is where the heart is. Well, I feel like my heart is in Tampa, especially now that my wallet's here.
Yeah, that helps.
I always wanted to be a Buck. I wanted to be a Buck for life.
And
It's all
Baker
part of the
Mayfield
business.
said,
Exactly. Vita was asked about Baker's situation.
Baker's the heart and soul of this team. You see the energy he brings on game day. So, we feed off of that too, not only the offense. I hope things get figured out with him. I know we would all love to have him. Everybody loves Baker. And just that's something that you wish to have on your side on game day.
Okay.
Now, last one here before we wrap up. Joe Burrow's a name we've mentioned a lot. And you know what I'm thinking? There could be a Burrow watch in our future.
I think we should do it. I work here.
And an apology to myself and Alan when that happens.
When Burrow comes here?
Yeah, because you were talking about we were playing reindeer games.
I still think we are. But here's Joe Burrow.
We'll see.
Trying to put it out. I'm trying to put it out into the world. I'm trying to manifest it. I'm trying to
I'm at a Super Bowl.
Show our guys the urgency that I have and that I want us to have as an organization to go and make it happen.
Ooh.
You can keep pushing it down the road, or you can talk about it now and say this is the year.
Organization.
You hear this?
I'm tired of saying next year. This is it. Your life is too short to keep pushing things down the road, and
life is short.
Trying to instill some urgency and some intensity in everybody to go and be great every day and try to make it happen.
That's a lot being said.
You see what he's doing.
Because obviously no one cares here. So as the person who leads this franchise, because everyone else up top above me is a loser, I'm trying to let these guys understand we want to win.
And how many times did he say instead of pushing it down the road? Which means the messaging he's getting is, it's a process. It takes time. And he's probably like, no, I'm running out of time. I'm a quarterback. You understand, right? Like I'm on borrowed time right now.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys understand, but you're out of touch. I'm out of time.
Nice. I see what you did there.
Full circle.
Nice.
That'll do it for ENN. Brought to you by Boost. Don't overpay. Get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever for life for real. Switch now
for reals.
BoostMobile.com.
I got to tell you, if they tell us to stop, I might
keep doing it.
You might walk out.
I might openly weep. I've got some interesting news about our morning show for tomorrow.
Oh.
Plus, last call crew at 1-800-919-3776. Don Hahn and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
D'Agostino, Law, Bite Back. This is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates. And I know how a serious accident can change your life just like that.
I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and I understand that with pain comes medical bills and time out of work. Let us get you justice.
This is John Ryan, the closer. For over 35 years, our family has been getting accident victims every dollar they deserve.
I started this firm for the injured so they can bite back against the insurance companies.
Our legacy is to get you justice. Bite back.
To get you paid. Bite back.
At D'Agostino & Associates, Bite back means fight back. When you're hurt and they blame you, we bite back and get you every dollar you deserve. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey, so call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. 1-800-248-3222. I've been there, and I'll be there for you.
There you were, surrounded by fans. Everybody remembers the game. Nobody remembers the guy coughing behind you. Till a few days later, at 2 a.m., you wake up with a fever and your throat's on fire. Now what? Urgent care? Closed. ER? Slammed. Telehealth? Maybe, but the pharmacy's closed. You needed a medical emergency kit. These aren't first aid kits. They contain essential prescriptions used for over 30 common conditions. Sinus and ear infection, UTIs, stomach bugs, traveler's diarrhea, and more on hand before you need them. Use your doctor-developed guidebook to select the right prescription or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. It's like an urgent care and drugstore at home. When you're sick, traveling, or stranded, you'll wish you'd ordered a medical emergency kit. Order online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Upgrade your outdoor living space with TimberTech, the #1 brand in premium decking from Rings End. Picture this, a deck that's the highlight of your backyard, turning heads season after season. Now, imagine 20, 30 years later. It's still going strong. And here's the best part. You haven't spent a moment sanding, staining, or sealing it. Visit your local Rings End for the stunning real wood looks of TimberTech decking, paired with the kind of durability that only advanced engineering can deliver. Backed by industry-leading warranties, TimberTech is the decking that performs for decades. Ask for it locally at Rings End.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Harry Douglas here to help you ignite your taste buds with Firework Freeze 5-Hour Energy Shots. Juicy cherry, citrus lime, and blue raspberry. It's that iconic freezer pop flavor, but with none of that guilty sugar aftermath. The perfect summer kick. It's delicious, portable, zero sugar energy shot bursting with flavor. Bring on the summer with Firework Freeze 5-Hour Energy Shots, available online at 5hourenergy.com and on Amazon.
Okay, all signed up. Easy. Now let's run payroll. What the? Hey girl, I'm you with more gusto. Nice. Who's that? New social media manager, hired and onboarded with gusto. And spoiler, we're kind of famous now. Wait, we're famous? Oh, well, I'm famous. Payroll, benefits, and HR. Designed and built for small businesses. Choose a future with gusto.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg take you up until 7 o'clock. So be listening tomorrow to DiPietro and Rothenberg. Now, DiPietro treats Fridays like it's like he's going to get slimed. He doesn't work on a Friday, usually. So filling in for Rick tomorrow is going to be the great Gary Myers. And so you know there's going to be tons of football guests for sure. So Gary Myers is going to be co-hosting with Dave Rothenberg tomorrow. And, of course, you can always...
I'm a big GA guy. Love GA.
GM.
As GM to you and me.
And, of course, you can always catch him every Saturday with the Saturday Huddle, which is going to debut on September 5th. But you get a little Gary tomorrow on the 21st of August, filling in for Rick DiPietro.
Boy, the Giants talk tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Be off the charts.
And Gary brings with him guests, so I'm sure tomorrow's going to have a ton.
But he also brings with him, like, firsthand experience, conversations, things he's learned. We were supposed to ask about the B. Mitch Hall of Fame thing, right? Didn't we want to do that?
Was that a Gary? That was, yeah.
Ask Gary.
Right? We wanted to ask him, like, what's the protocol here?
We did.
So which
How's
one
he
of
not
us is
in?
going to call in tomorrow morning
You.
and ask?
I
think
nominate
that's you. That's you. You're always listening, Don. Come on.
You know what I mean?
And by the way, and if Dave tries to get in the way, say, Dave, just pipe down for a second.
Relax a second.
Yeah, mute them.
I got a question.
Turn off the mic for a second.
Turn off the mic. I got a question. It's important. Why is it Mitch? Why isn't Brian Mitchell in the Hall of Fame?
Mm-hmm.
Will he ever go in? And what is the process? Why is special teams just so not valued in this?
No, that's a great question, and we will. I'll and if I don't get a chance to, maybe we can have Gary on tomorrow.
Now the belief is he will have a chance once he officially goes into. I think next year he turns into like senior voting,
right? And that might get him in.
And he should get. I think the belief is he'll get in the legend.
Right.
That'll work.
That would work.
Which it doesn't matter.
No, it's a Hall of Fame no matter what.
You want to get in no matter what. That's it.
All right, let's talk to our friend Barbara in Florida. You're on ESPN New York. Hey, Babs.
Hey, guys. How are you?
How you feeling?
Thanks
How
for
are
all
you?
the good laughs today. Not great, but I'll send you a message. Thank you for your encouraging message, though, by the way.
Yes, of course.
I just want to let you know, you're talking about weather, and I'm dumbfounded. If it says 35%, that means that there is a 35% out of 100% chance of rain.
Well, yes, but what has been told to us is that it doesn't actually mean that. That's
yes,
what we
it does.
Are you sure? No, I know.
Yes.
You're sure it just means there's a 35% chance in that area that rain will come?
That is correct, out of 100%.
And Barbara, that's the only thing that makes sense because telling people it's going to rain in 35% of the area is not telling them anything. If you're not going to tell them exactly where.
Well, if you go into your area, if you put like a zip code or something in, go to the day and then look at the different times of day. And the percentage is the percentage that there is a chance of rain out of 100%.
Yeah.
So if it's telling you 35%, it's 35% out of 100% chance of rain.
Yeah, I think
so. You
have to be right because again,
she is right. So I'm not that I doubted you, Babs, but I'm looking here on AI as well.
I love when you call me Babs.
But AI, it is saying here, Babs, that
you know what it brings back, Peter? The day that I came to the studio and you were there and you were working part time.
Yeah, a great moment. It says specifically here on Claude, it is not that 35% of the area will get rain. It means that given the atmospheric conditions, the forecaster is seeing 35% of the time, historically or in the model simulations, measurable rain fell at that specific location.
I'm telling you, if you go onto the radar, go onto any of the weather sites, the percentage is of what the chance is of rain out of 100%.
It's agreeing with you.
Yeah,
it's just explaining why, what that is.
And thank you so much for the call. I feel better.
Is what it is.
It has to be because, again, they're trying to give you information. Yeah. So Hawthorne is, I would say it's probably 2 square miles. All right? So I want to know if it's going to rain on Saturday for the Sasso softball.
Yeah.
So if they tell me there's a 35% chance that it's going to rain and it's to what Peter was saying, that it's the area, well, is it going to rain? Is the 35% at Wag Field?
Right.
Is it a mile away at my mom's house?
Yeah, that was a
misconception. Is it up up the hill? Like, so you're not giving anybody information unless you tell them where the 35% is going to be. So I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at a 35% chance of rain. I'm going to be positive and say there's a 65% chance it's not going to rain. So why wouldn't I err on that? Wouldn't you go by the percentages?
Could. I think you should.
Well, that's why we wait till tomorrow because I'm sure they're going to change.
And big news also happening. This is a positive omen. The rain tonight has rained out J.J. Devaney's event, and he'll be with us at dinner.
There you go. All right, so it's all comes because I just looked outside. It's a monsoon.
It is just.
It's bad. Now the Brian Mitchell stuff got Chris Brantley to call. Now, who is Chris Brantley? He's a kid that went to Rutgers, grew up in Teaneck, and he called up to talk about how good Brian Mitchell was. And he didn't. He played in the NFL. He didn't want to give us any information, but he played 25 games in the NFL with the Bills
and the Rams.
And Brian Mitchell had something to say about Chris. Chris is on the phone.
Mar Levy.
Chris, did you hear the news about Brian Mitchell?
I did.
All
I
right.
did. I think that's awesome. It sounds like he watches a lot of film.
No, but just for people that are just joining us, Brian Mitchell remembered Chris.
Yeah, I told him the story today on the show, and he right away reacted to your name with clear memory of who it was. And I listen, he must have paid really good attention to your jersey as he ran past you. Maybe he turned you around completely,
Right.
so he saw your jersey.
Yeah, listen, all I can say is we've never shared a beverage, but I'm sure that he watches a lot of film and definitely remembers the number that was probably at his ankles.
So Chris, after your football career, what have you gone into since then?
Well, it's funny because after the NFL, I went to NFL Europe. I played for the Scottish Claymores.
Oh, wow.
I did the arena thing. And then after that, I was done. I played for the XFL New York Hitmen.
Yes, I
and
remember
then the Gladiators, the arena team. I think the Giants own it, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
But now I'm at Lyft. I'm at Lyft Sports Management. We represent basketball players, NFL players. Like Paulo Banchero was our first overall marketing draft pick back in a few years ago, and I do marketing for them. So I've been doing that for like the last 20 years or so. And I've been at Lyft for the last 4 years, and everything. It's been great. I'm staying in the sports field. I get to interact with guys, and I kind of relate to them because I played professionally, so it's kind of an easier conversation. So, no, listen, I thought everything was great yesterday. You guys were hilarious, and today you guys were funny. So, I love you guys.
Oh, thank you, Chris.
Chris, very cool, man. Thanks
stay in touch, man, because I think that's fascinating. And you gave us more information, too, which we appreciated, that you played NFL Europe with the Scottish
and
Claymores.
XFL. By the way,
XFL.
It just goes
Play
to
the
show
Arena
you,
League.
It just goes to show you, like, here's the funniest thing. You take a guy like Chris, who we just talked to now the last 2 days of this time slot. If you were to ever think, hey, we're going to have an interview with someone who played 25 games in the NFL, all three of us would go, what are we doing?
Yeah.
But now if you were to tell me that he shows up to one of our events and comes and sits with us for a segment, he doesn't have stories? That is an unbelievable.
He's got to have great
He did it
stories.
all. He went to Europe. He played in Vince McMahon's XFL.
Do you know what
It's an unreal
Do
career.
you know what he's telling us without telling us? He loves football.
Yeah.
No, you have to.
No, loves it.
He loved it, and like if anyone was going to give an opportunity to play,
I'm
playing.
Yeah,
I'm playing until no one wants me to play.
I'm just
God bless.
I'm
man.
looking
If
at
you
his
have
Wikipedia page.
If you could do that in life, come on. As an athlete,
Born in Rahway, New Jersey, went to Teaneck High School, went to Rutgers, drafted in the 4th round by the Rams. So
Wow.
the Rams, the
4th
Bills,
round.
and he had it. Scottish Claymores in 98, New York, New Jersey Hitmen. That was the XFL team in 2001.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went to the New Jersey Gladiators, which were the Arena League team.
where'd they play? They play in
I think they played at the Meadowlands.
at the Meadowlands. Yeah,
I believe so.
Okay.
And, 9 receptions, 75 yards, 1 touchdown. He had a touchdown in the NFL.
Nice.
I mean, he's, I don't know, give away too much information, but he's 55 years old. He's our age.
Yeah.
And,
for him.
By the way,
that's
had a
cool,
touchdown
man.
in the NFL.
Yeah.
I hope he's got the photo. You got to have the photo, right? There's got to be something. The biggest picture in your office has to be you in the end zone with the ball. Don't you think?
I don't know.
Or do you have
Probably find out
the
about
ball?
it.
And do you have the ball?
Got to have the ball. Anytime it's your first touchdown, they grab the ball and they tape it up and they give it to you.
Yeah, that is usually the thing.
Yeah.
I got.
That's pretty cool, though.
Was it a receiving touchdown, Don?
That's a flex. I thought he was running back, right?
No, he's a wide receiver.
He was a receiver?
Was it receiving
And I
TD
could
or was it
probably
special
go
teams?
to his. I could probably do it during the break.
Play by play.
Know exactly when that touchdown was. Don and Rosenberg close it out next on ESPN New York.
Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 877-CARS-4-KIDS to speak to a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Go to carsforkids.org now or call 877-CARS-4-KIDS to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877
know you can donate real estate too. Go to carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
If you're living with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, migraines, nerve pain, or chronic joint pain, you don't have to just live with it. I'm Michael Kay, and I want to introduce you to Dr. Jay Shah at Sandwell Pain. Dr. Shah is Ivy League trained, double board certified, and specializes in non-surgical, image-guided treatments that help get to the source of your pain. With convenient offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Englewood, expert care is never far away. So if pain is keeping you from doing the things that you love this summer, take the first step toward relief. Visit SandwellPain.com to book your appointment online.
Hey, Yankees fans! Join us at Yankee Stadium on Friday, August 21st, as the Yankees take on the Toronto Blue Jays. And don't miss Cody Bellinger Bobblehead Night, presented by T-Mobile. The first 18,000 guests through the gates will take home an exclusive Cody Bellinger bobblehead. Get here early, grab the giveaway, and cheer on the Bronx Bombers. Tickets are available now at Yankees.com/tickets.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
If Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea was your best friend, it would be the kind of friend that starts an impromptu dance party in the supermarket aisle that turns into an all-day pool party rager at your place, and you don't even own a pool. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea turns any day into a legendary adventure. It's smooth and refreshing real iced tea with just the right kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Congratulations, New York. The Knicks did it. Through battle after battle, they dominated to become this year's NBA champions. Day in and day out, the hard work paid off, and you were there every step of the way. Enjoy the crown. Own it, because this year is your year. A part of your legacy that will never be forgotten. So celebrate this moment, show your pride, and shop the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
All right, here's the lowdown on the Brantley touchdown. Chris Brantley's lone touchdown of the NFL came on December 8th, 1996 in Seattle in a 26-18 loss. He caught a 22-yard touchdown pass from Todd Collins to make it a 26-18 game.
There you go.
So December 8th, 1996. So we're coming up on the 30th anniversary of his touchdown.
That's cool. That's great.
Todd Collins, underrated guy.
Yeah.
Had his moments.
Because he played in Washington.
Oh,
right?
he sure did. Not only play, he took them on a bit of a run the year Sean Taylor was killed and led them on, like, I think, 4 or 5 game winning streak.
Todd Collins played for the Commanders, then Redskins, 2 years in 07 and 09. So I guess he missed all of 08. I guess he had an injury.
07, what was his record as a starter?
So he was 3-0?
Yeah. He came in and really played good ball.
5 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Isn't that crazy?
888 yards.
But isn't that what an insane sport? And then what happened after Washington? Was that it?
Well, he went back to Washington in 09, I guess, after his injury, and he played only 3 games.
And that was
starts. And then he finished up in Chicago in 2010, where he started 1 game and won it.
So, like, it's just, again, what an interesting sport. We're in a town here where we struggle to find a quarterback who can win any games. Right. Then you have a guy like him. All he did in the last couple years he was survived in the league was win games.
No matter what.
Can't get a job.
Yeah.
They can't find him. So it's just such an interesting and weird sport.
He was 11-10 as a starter.
Not terrible. There are a lot of people who lasted a lot longer with a worse record as a starter.
Threw for 4,500 yards, 22 touchdowns,
Where'd he go to
24
college?
interceptions.
That's what I was going to ask. What was his college?
What's the
Michigan.
pedigree? Went to Michigan.
Yeah.
Stop it.
From, I guess he's from, is he from Maryland?
Oh, is he?
No, Massachusetts, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
And, drafted by the Buffalo Bills in the second round.
It's a strange sport.
It is a very, very strange sport.
Drafted by the Bills when?
In 95.
He was drafted in 95.
Wow.
Yeah.
So prior to the Redskins, he lasted for a while. He bounced around quite a bit as a backup.
Yeah, and he backed up in Kansas City forever and never started a game.
But think about it. Was that the Bills' run ended in 95, right?
Yeah, it's the end.
That was kind of the end?
Now it's Flutie time.
Right.
That's Flutie time.
He was drafted, what you said, second round?
Yeah, second round.
Like he was drafted maybe to be the Jim Kelly replacement.
But here's what's here. I got to find out his story because 3 years in Buffalo, right? 97 was his last year in Buffalo. Didn't play again until 01 in Kansas City. So he missed 4 years, and then he ended up missing the 08 season. So I don't know if that was an injury. Did he go?
For 4 years, he must have left.
Did he go to the CFL or something? I got to get.
You might need to go to a Wikipedia page.
But let's go to Naz in Pine Brook. But she's not in Pine Brook. Are you, Naz? Where are you?
No, I'm not. I'm pretty far away, baby. I'm all the way in Berlin.
All right.
Berlin.
Berlin. God bless.
And you had a few.
By way. Oh, God, I've had a few. We had a few. Actually, my kid is 19 and can drink here.
Oh, boy.
So we went to a bar together, and we had the best night.
Oh, my God.
And
that sounds amazing.
Yeah, it was really fun. My kid's a lightweight, but that's cute, you know?
So what?
Yeah, so we flew into Vienna, then went to Prague, took the train here to Berlin, leaving for Cologne tomorrow, and then finally in Amsterdam, and then back home.
Oh,
wow,
Amsterdam.
doing the whole thing.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Be careful with that German beer now. It's like moonshine.
Yeah, I know. The thing with beer, my man is drinking a lot of beer. Beer's the scenic route for me. You know, I'm not really down with beer.
I hear you.
So you're drunk dialing is basically what you're doing.
Yeah, it sounds like this is just a drunk dial.
Yeah, that's what I told whoever answered the phone, because it wasn't Jacob and it wasn't Anthony. I was like, who is this guy?
Julian answered the phone.
Right?
Mark Levy.
No, that's hard.
Yeah. So I haven't been. I called because I'm having FOMO. I miss you guys so much. I haven't been listening because I've been from train to, I'm trying to be present. I'm just taking photos. I'm not on social media much. But I saw the news that you're going to be on MSG, and that's my channel. You don't understand.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have you guys on in my office now instead of listening to you on the radio. It's going to be amazing.
It's great news.
Can't
it really
miss
is.
Can't miss a thing. That's great. And you'll be home. So this trip sounds like it's got a few more days left in it. When do you get back?
Yeah, we get back the 25th.
Oh, plenty of time. Perfect.
Well, enjoy and be safe, okay?
I have a question.
Oh, go ahead.
Will Jacob's music intros be on the MSG channel?
No.
I miss those when I'm watching on YouTube.
That is really the only negative of the MSG is that all the music is going to go away, unfortunately. No. But we'll still make it work. All right. He's been on hold literally since the start of the show. Richard in Manhattan, what do you got, baby?
Fellas, Jim Palmer and Clyde Frazier still going strong in their 80s. Have there ever been two bigger superstars still doing it in their 80s?
Still doing what?
Announcing?
TV. Still doing TV.
Well, I mean, how old was Pat Summerall? Summerall, I think, must have been.
No, I'm talking about superstars.
Well, Jim Palmer was a star.
Yeah, he was.
Jim Palmer's not.
No, he's
So you put Frazier over Jim Palmer?
Yes.
Yes, as a star,
absolutely.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Donnie,
Yeah.
Brett Kulak was with Edmonton, Pittsburgh, and Colorado. 9 Hall of Famers, possibly. McDavid, Draisaitl, Letang, Crosby, Malkin, Carlson, McKinnon, Maker, and Burns. Possibly, all in 1 year. Unbelievable. Don Nelson, the only coach in the history of New York that I know of that was fired by a player. Right? Imagine that. We've seen Cam Scatterbo. We've seen him. I don't know if you guys remembered. Don Nottingham?
Yes.
Yeah, the human bowling ball.
I remember
Remember
it,
him?
yes.
Sure.
Scatabo reminds
he
you of him.
played with. And by the way, you guys a year ago rated Andrew Luck better than Burt Jones. Fellas, you were way off on that. Burt Jones was much better.
Yeah, but unfortunately we're up against it. And I was a Burt Jones fan. That was Greg Buttle's favorite quarterbacks.
Okay.
Andrew Luck was better.
I didn't watch Burt Jones.
No, me neither.
So I don't know.
What?
But
just if we can go back.
Who fired Don Nelson? What player didn't like?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because didn't Billy Martin get fired because of his relationship with Reggie?
Oh yeah, but I think that
He means literally.
There are people that
But
think
Ewing
Henrik
went in and
Lundqvist
said,
had,
"Fire
Torts
this
fired.
guy."
Hey, listen.
Like
It
we
was a
know
great
that the
way to close
relationship
the
was
show.
bad, but
By the way, Todd Collins just didn't play. He was in Kansas City, but just didn't play. That's why there was that.
that's why there's no
that
stats.
whole
now that we got
tomorrow
that
3
all
o'clock,
wrapped up.
ESPN New York. Hi, this is Don LaGreca. Just like the New Jersey Devils bring intensity on the ice, Viking Pest Control brings the same level of protection to your home. And I know because I use Viking at my own place. The season may be over, but pests are always in play. So it's time to lock in your off-season defense. As the pest control provider and proud partner of the Devils, Viking delivers 45 years of trusted experience to keep ants, cockroaches, stinging insects, rodents, mosquitoes, and more out of your zone. And when you bundle pest control mosquito services, you score big savings. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com. Protecting your home inside and out.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge, or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
Hey, New York and New Jersey.